So I guess I gotta go. So we got basketball and soccer. So my class gonna be empty again. This girls and guys soccer or just guys soccer? Dang. And it's here or away? I don't know, but they gotta make sure they get that work done. I'm telling the truth on that 20-week report card. If it's I probably put it in crayon on the report card. No work. We know who that is. Your teacher's crazy. Yeah. What my wife making? What is this? Ooh. Is she making pound of cajou? Is that what that is? Uh-oh. What is this? What's going on, everybody? Okay. Let me say. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. It's okay. Put that there. All right. Let me see. 'Cause I don't have a lot of subscribers for this channel. Got AB Media in the building. We got Pragmatic Prime in the building. What's going on? I'm up here in class. I have to like I have to go on some of my channels to keep them up because I believe if your channels haven't been active for a while, they're gonna shut them down. So I gotta do the other two channels too, keep them up. So as you can hear, I got my students in here. What it takes old? Oh, it was frozen. You can tell. You can tell it was frozen. Wow. Yeah, it was. It's 12 rows. What? 12 rows. Like you got five across and it's 12 down. So you can no, it's 10 rows. No, it's 12 rows. Because remember on your worksheet you got three rows on it, right? So what's three times four? Man, you don't know how you pass geometry, you don't know what three times four is. Okay. So on your worksheet is three rows, right? So you're just doing it four times. Whatever, however you can fit it. It looks like you could probably do it on two sheets. It looks like. Yes, you can do front and back. hmm Let's see. That would be that's three lessons later. You can have it. You can do what you get. I got to make some more copies. So what else we got here? Nothing much. Oh, said what was? You know what? As far as BMT, I don't know, man. Because that's what I kept saying. Because he even celebrated the fact that he knows how to have a cordial conversation, even if he disagrees. Now, all of a sudden, if you listen to playback, it's like, dude, you want some old N-word stuff, and he went right back to how it was in the beginning. I'm like, bro, that's not even you. I still don't believe that was him. I was like, no, that's not you, fam. Sorry, that's not the one I know. I think a lot of us kind of felt that way. We got Mr. Z in the building. What? You show up now, huh? Let's see. Let me put this up here. Let me find this here. I'm over here in my classroom. It's lunchtime. You can hear this Detroit house in the background. Let's see. I only got a little bit of time. I got till like I think I got 15 minutes, y'all. 15 minutes. Uh, I guess after that, I gotta tighten these screws on these dang kids. You know. But hope all is well. Man, I thought I was gonna shut it down. It was the BGS. He said, I still don't know what triggered. You know what? I don't either. I had to ask that question. I really had to ask that question. It's like, dude, okay, obviously there was a disagreement, you know, because he's people on that pick a side stuff, and some of us are not on that. So it just looks like I'm going to keep saying what I need to say to make you agree that you need to pick a side. So it was more on that than anything else. But even if you're on that, there's no need to be all upset. It's like, okay, it's because I ain't picking no side. What I try to make it a little bit more clear because I think he really meant caucus as far as what do you call it? We call those people candidates or even elected officials. Even if you are an independent elected official, I think most of us already know. Even okay, when it's time for you to what do you call it? When it's time for you to champion your cause, you're gonna need some support. So you're gonna have to caucus with a side. You have to caucus with people that will help champion that. But you still have to make it known that okay, I'm gonna work with you guys, but I'm still independent. So that's why we threw in names like Lieberman. Hell, what's that dude named Joe Manchin? Uh, what's the other guy's name? There's so many different people, man. Oh, Bernie Sanders is the most famous one, probably. Hell, even Colin Powell, wasn't he sort of like independent, but he's like right leaning. So it was on that, but there's so much words and things out there. I was like, okay, uh, I don't know how BGS do it. I just don't know. I don't know. But that was some major patience. But something was up, man. Something was really. He was like a whole different person. I don't know what it was. Okay, I don't have all my intro. Well, maybe I do have my intro here. Hold on, let me see. Let's make it official. Here we go. Where is it? 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 There you go. There you
Yeah,
go. Great BGS.
I'm still blown
Go ahead.
away because after all that kerfuffle, then we talked for 2 hours like it was normal.
That's why I said. That's why I was like, that's not him. That's why I was like, okay, well, I'm just wait. I mean, every now and then I'll interject and they're saying, okay, that's not you, man, because he really pride himself on being respectful to his elders and he talks to his father and all that and things that have evolved.
Hmm.
So I don't know what it was, but that something happened
Yeah, I don't know. The battery came from somewhere. I don't know where it came from, but yeah.
because he's not really left leaning for sure.
No, 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 no. He's and when it came out, man, when he started talking, he repeated everything that we had said like a year prior.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know what it is. I'm not in his head, so.
Yeah.
I just know like when stuff like that happen with him, I just
Hmm.
have to wait till the real
Oh,
BMT come out.
okay. To see what really happened in the background. Huh?
Yeah, he's a Gemini, so
Oh,
remember.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he triggered me, man. It's like I said, I'm tired of y'all just coming at me for just nothing, man. I asked a question and then, so what is this? So what is wrong with these people? You know?
it was turned up. Even Charles had to be like, "Hey, what's?"
Yeah, yeah,
I said, "Well,
yeah. All turned up, name calling, and said, okay, well, let's take the gloves off. And when I told him low IQ, he didn't like that. People don't like that. People don't. People want to throw shots. They don't like to take it back.
yeah." I think according to what I sound like, I think what made it even. Oh, go ahead. I think what really triggered him more than anything else was when brother, what's his name,
Andre, Andre.
Andre, when Andre was intervening.
Hmm.
I think he was really, really upset because it was like, why did it turn into this whole team on me when I'm trying to get at this dude? And so he took away your elder privileges by calling y'all like y'all went to high school together.
Yeah, yeah,
And I'm like, bruh, this person, a few more years on your notch, you could be his dad.
yeah, yeah. Well, probably could because he's not 50 yet, is he?
He's not even. I don't think he's 40.
My son is is 37. Okay,
Dang.
so
See?
he's not much older than my son. What I don't know where
Yeah.
it's coming from.
Yeah. So I guess, I mean, I probably talk to him sometime this week or so. I don't know. But
I'm just curious, man, where all this stuff is coming from. Because I was just thinking about it. Okay, so say you embarrass me, okay, and you push me out and you push me off, okay. Are you going to take up the mantle and do all the things that I do in this space? Are you going to replace me? Because if you can replace me and keep all this stuff going, I'll hand over the whole network. These are all the people, these are all the contacts, man. You go do it. Can you keep it?
hmm
Can you keep it going?
hmm
Okay. Because
yeah, I don't think he was on that.
yeah, because I could easily pick up, say,
No problem.
here's all your stuff, and then I'll go someplace else. Okay. I started here with nothing. Okay. This isn't luck. Okay. This is not the first time I've done this. I started here
Yeah.
because this kind of medium, it fits my personality.
Yeah. I think probably he took some of the conversations from other panels,
Hmm.
you
Okay.
know, with that whole pick a side stuff. And I think he was really trying to run with it. And I had to pull him a little bit, like, dude, because because usually when you say pick a side, when you're really demanding about it, you really say that to voters.
Yeah.
As far as candidates, the other, or not candidates, but elected officials, other elected officials put that out there to them behind closed doors. We
Yeah.
got nothing to do with that on panels.
Yeah.
We trying to figure out, okay, what's the best person to vote for? So it's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Like he didn't understand when I said downvoting and no confidence. Well, you have to vote for the president. I said, no, you don't. Okay, this has been done before. Okay, you don't have to. You can send a message by vote of no confidence.
You know what's funny? Because okay, if somebody's saying pick a side, I think that question was asked before. And as a matter of fact, you was asking.
Yeah,
When you say pick a side, is it three sides, two sides, four sides? I mean, there's different sides here. So because if you pick a side and you pick Kanye West, I mean, if you had to vote, then that isn't that a side too? If you pick Kanye West
give it
last time
Kanye West.
around,
Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, it's a protest vote. Yeah, which is a lot of people doing is doing protest votes and stuff like that. But yeah, that's the side. But but that's why I was trying to understand. What are you talking about? To pick a side, Republican, Democrat. What are you talking about? Did
yeah,
you have to belong to do you have to belong to a party? Said you don't have to do anything. So I don't know where that comes from. You don't have to do nothing. Voters don't
yeah,
have to do anything. Voters should take, in my opinion, voters should take control of the electorate. It's your vote. You don't have to be forced or pigeonholed into voting for somebody that does not carry your interests.
yeah, yeah.
Just go ahead.
I'm for the independent thinker as far as voting because it's like how many people are I mean, like over the years, we're talking about hundreds of years. How many people are experts on what they vote for? Over
Very,
like
very few. Yeah.
right, I think they just go based on what they have been convinced that's going to happen. So that's where you earn my vote because you sold a dream to me or you sold a promise to me.
Yeah.
Why do people act like we don't? That's not the standard operation procedure when people are campaigning.
Hmm. Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah. So, and especially with this, with this morass we call the 2024 election, which is, it's probably the
Oof.
worst I've ever seen it. Um, I said, yeah, if I were, if I'm a voter, and I am a voter, it's no confidence, man, because I don't like any the stuff that you're putting out there is not good. Okay, and so you're gonna, you like Biden, you're not like Biden, according to what his track record so far. And I asked him straight up. I said, "Do you think Donald Trump is going to get out of his mess to be elected?"
Yeah. I
Which is
think social media ruined their plans.
you talking about
Social media,
you talking about Trump or you
all
talking
of them,
about the
both
other
sides,
Republicans?
all of them.
Oh yeah,
The,
yeah,
the political process.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
remember, I think most political situations usually happens to where you can say things, but you hiding other things behind the curtain.
yeah,
But social media exposing dang near everything.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So you can't pretend to be something. You have to be that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. They keep showing old footage and stuff and fact
Mm-hmm.
checking, and
Yeah.
we getting all these emails and all kinds of different. It's a whole bunch of stuff that's really killing what these people are saying on these campaign trails.
Yeah. 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 It's a new medium. That's and that's also what I'm trying to get people to embrace. Okay, because I'm noticing that people get thrown back to like the 1960s and 1970s and 1980s, right? A way of style of using PACs to do something, right? I said,
Hmm.
why don't you embrace the new tools that you have? And these are young
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to. I haven't been. I haven't. I mean, like I said, I keep talking about doing Sunday stuff, but it's coming. I gotta bring some people to the table and just have a regular voters conversation on politics, some things that you're concerned about. And I was thinking about on the way to work, regardless if a person is right or wrong, convincing or not,
Hmm.
one side has to convince the other, regardless.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's just the bottom line.
Then my thing is, okay, you have a proposal on the table, convince me why this is going to work.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And,
Yeah,
and and if you can't, then you need to go back and rethink it.
yeah. Because think about it, if it's that easy, just walk up to a mic and just break down all your stuff line by line,
Yeah.
then anybody can run. Remember,
Yeah.
they told Obama, "I want a president. I don't want a law professor."
But we
It
should have
was a
said
lot
that.
of those people, huh?
You elected one. It's called Bill Clinton. Okay. He's a law professor.
Yeah, because remember, they wanted a guy they can have a beer with and go fishing with.
Oh, that was George W. Bush.
George W.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this boils down to that. That's why I say I'll never date a politician, a lawyer, or an actress, because they're gonna always find a way to sell you something instead of just being genuine.
Well, that's the whole stock and trade. Okay, is doing that, is bringing up consensus, is it really is selling something, selling up,
Hmm.
selling an agenda. That's what they're there for. And the
Hmm.
ones that don't, you don't really get noticed. Okay, there's a bunch of them that are not trying to sell an agenda. They're trying to solve a problem, and they kind of get overwhelmed. That's why I told him, I said, at the time, I thought Ron Paul and I'll let you go in a minute because I hear people coming in. Ron Paul and Dennis Kucinich should have joined together and ran independently, right? Because 95% of what they wanted was the same, right? One was on the right, and a Republican, one was on the left, and a Democrat. If they had come together and ran and we had an independent ticket, they'd have attracted a lot of attention.
Yeah, that's what the questions he should have asked. Because if there's a chance that they would caucus on one, left or right, or
Yeah,
like you said, would it just
yeah,
stay independent?
yeah, yeah.
That would have been a better question.
Yeah, yeah, and basically, Ron Paul back then had the ear, especially of the of Republicans. But the thing is that he wanted to stay in party, and his party didn't support him. The
Yeah, the
same thing,
libertarians.
yeah, Libertarian and the Tea Party
Oh,
and the Tea
okay.
Party, because basically he had in 2012 he had the ear of the Tea Party too, and he's still
Right.
revered. Rand Paul tried to run on his father's legacy, but I thought it was too soon. You know, he ran, but
Yeah.
it didn't go very far. And I think now, what I'm trying to say now is because he's one of the few adults in the room. I said he should throw his hat in and
Yeah,
get some
he's a
traction.
which one is a dentist? Is it Rand or is it Ron?
I think Ron was the dentist, and I think Rand
Rand is the
is a
MD.
doctor, is an MD. I think I do believe.
Yeah, because he gave what's his name, Fauci, the business boy.
Yeah, he
I
actually
haven't
wrote a
seen nothing like it.
yeah, he actually wrote a book on it. So, I haven't read it yet, but he actually did write a book on his experience with COVID and stuff like that. So,
Oh
uh,
yeah. But what about a Rand Paul RFK ticket?
mm, that would be interesting because, like I said, a lot of the stuff that they espouse aligns, and it would be a good ticket. The thing can they get along? That's the whole thing.
Mm,
I don't know because RFK is a Quisling because he's liberal, but a lot of stuff that he espouses is actually toward libertarian. I think that he's much closer to a libertarian than he is um, a liberal or a progressive. And I
mm.
think that's like progressives don't like him as much because he got some libertarian leanings.
Yeah, because he's that tinfoil hat guy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. Well, the thing is, on the left, man, we hear it all the time, man. You know, uh, a lot of tinfoil hats in the left, especially during COVID. That's what's kind of shocked me is that the right and the left actually align in this conspiracy stuff. I said, "Damn, y'all sound alike.
yeah,
You guys are not as far apart as you think," which I always knew.
yeah, that wing of the same bird stuff is. I mean, like I said, is making itself manifest with this whole social media stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because sometimes I have to ask them which side are you on because you guys are saying the same thing and find out oh, I'm a progressive or I'm a conservative. So why are you guys saying the same thing? And you guys can't see that you're saying the same thing.
um, yeah, it's interesting on how how the young folks because they don't know. They don't even know which way to go. They don't even know what reason why they would vote for anyone in general. Because I'm
Yeah,
like, because
with
I'm
the old
asking
folk.
who stands out. No, my students, my
Okay,
more like college students.
okay,
Because I'm like, what stands out? What candidates stand out to you? They only talk about Biden and Trump. That's it.
yeah, because they get the most press. And that's what's pushed on like MSNBC and stuff like that. Depending on which angle you're looking for. If you're Fox, you're actually looking down on Biden. If you're MSNBC or CNN, you're looking down on Trump. So they take up all the air. I think I think
Yeah,
I think Biden needs Trump. You know, as a
yeah. It's like God needing the devil to exist.
yep, yep, yep. If the devil
Yeah, that's
the devil, the devil wasn't real, God would have to invent him.
oh BGS. I brought some of the coffee cake. I made another coffee cake.
Uh huh.
What you think? What you think? Oh, you put the thumbs up. Yeah, they eating the coffee cake.
That's why they like your classroom, huh?
Man, my class, man. It's matter of fact, let me do the little tour because I just show the class before the kids get here.
Okay.
Let me see. So this is it right here. So I
Oh,
got
okay.
all that right there.
Okay.
I built all this from scratch. So I got all that there.
Okay. Oh, they have a good time in your class.
Oh
Oh, okay.
yeah.
But is this the high school class or this is the
This
college
is
class?
high school and middle school.
Okay.
You know,
Oh,
so
okay.
I built all these different seats by hand,
Oh, really? Okay.
and then they sit in them. Just a little bean bag for the ones that a little slow.
You do a lot for your students, man. No wonder they love
Got
you.
the plants. Yeah, so they come in looking like college students. This is the spot here. Everybody keeps coming over here.
Hmm.
I'm like, why you keep coming to my class? Why just I don't want to have no place to go. They like opposite each other of it.
Okay.
I said,
Okay.
what you doing? This is the rest because they have restroom pass. I'm like, this not the restroom. What are you doing over here?
That's the spot to hang out, man.
Yeah, this spot. They got all their friends in here. I think they enjoy seeing their friends do all this advanced stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then because I can, me, I can make a whole bunch of like 30 kids out of 30 kids, I can have like maybe 25 kids like do advanced work,
Okay.
and so they like that. So it's my second year here, trying to make the best of it.
Yeah, well, I'm sure every place you leave, they hate to see you go.
Yeah, but it's the hood though. I enjoy teaching in the hood. I enjoy. Hey, ladies. Yeah, I enjoy teaching over here. It just when they start having the moments, it's like, man,
Well, yeah,
don't.
they are people, man. So you know they're gonna have moments. We you know we're damaged. We're damaged people. We don't like to admit it, but we are. Yeah.
So we got somebody walking in with a wave cap on. So
Oh
what singing
Lord.
group you part of, man? What group you part of? I'm joking. Go ahead. He's looking at
he
me
got
like I'm funny.
he got the wave cap on. Okay.
He came in there with a wave cap and a hoodie.
Okay. Oh, pretty boy Floyd, huh?
B2K.
Oh yeah, B2K.
With the lip gloss and the slick mustache. And the baby hair.
You should ask him to do a couple of steps for you, man.
Yeah. See, you dance, man? You got dance steps? He said no.
Oh, come on,
He's
man.
all in the mirror though.
Oh, come
Remember,
on,
I got
man.
2 mirrors in here.
Okay.
Look at
Oh, he's just pretty boy, huh?
Yeah, he's a pretty boy.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
That's
he's a Virgo.
okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, he's in there, boy.
He got that homosexual energy, huh?
Oh yeah, he worked his butt off though, but
Oh,
he
does
be
he?
all in the mirror and stuff. I got mirrors all in my room
Okay.
because I know people want to come in and see themselves. That's, that's my whole method of teaching, you know. Because if you look bad and you ain't here, then you got no excuse. Yeah, the crayons over there, over here. I got crayons in here, BS.
What's the favorite color? Because I asked him, say, okay, what color y'all want today?
Yeah, because I had to give them the crayons. Cause I'm like, you mess my room up. You want a color, you get these little wax things here. And they got a whole bunch. They got a big stacks of them over here at the school. I wonder why.
I wonder why.
So let's say, here you go, buddy. Here's your crayons right here. Like you putting on the lip stuff. Look at you, man. I don't know if any girls coming today, man. So good luck.
So does he put in his 3 approaches a day? Oh.
I don't know. Look at he trying not to smile too. Go ahead and smile, man. Let it out. Let it out.
Yeah. Okay, man.
Let it out before they come.
You gotta embrace it, man. You gotta embrace it. You gotta embrace who you are.
He's smiling now.
Yeah. You gotta embrace who you are. If you're a pretty boy, make it work for you, man. That's all I can say.
Yeah, he definitely gonna be a Kappa or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on? How you doing?
Just don't become a baby daddy. That's all I ask. Okay.
Oh yeah. My class gonna be kind of empty today because they got soccer and they got basketball all at the same time.
Okay.
So a lot of them not even gonna be here. I'm probably just gonna have a few of the guys. Maybe we can ask them some questions. Some guy questions. We got plenty of them right there, sir, and the sharpeners. Don't tell nobody.
Crayon sharpeners?
No, because I got they always come ask for pencils. So I got a big pencil thing on my desk.
Okay.
And they just go ahead and sharpen, as you can hear.
Okay.
They sharpen. But yeah, I got my little oil burner here. I got the little waterfall thing, the plants.
Oh, so this
go check.
It's a chill spot. It's a chill spot.
Yeah, I got a refrigerator. See, they come and look in the refrigerator if I have some juice or whatever. Man, this is Ray Ray's boom boom room. Yeah, and I got a little sign like at the top of the door. It says home. So, this is dreadlock guys. Sapasai. What's going on, bro? All right, got my little Haitian brother over here. Oh my God, we got another guy here. I wish I could put him on video.
Nah, don't
but
do that.
He He's built. I swear to God, he's built like a 50-year-old uncle. And he in the ninth grade. I want you. I want you. So, what nickname we call you? We call him Uncle.
Oh,
Uncle.
Uncle Drew.
Yeah, we call him that. And he got that voice. He's good because I'm like, you want to give me the, you want me to give you a potato, give me the potato salad recipe? What you do? What you?
So cayenne pepper and some eggs,
Go ahead.
potatoes.
That's it.
Yep. All you need. Some mayo, of course.
Because if you look at him, he look like a church deacon at barbecues
Okay.
and say what do you call it? Bible
So,
scriptures
yeah.
with the Marines tattoo on his
Oh,
arm,
okay.
with the veteran's hat, and the tube socks with the dress shoes and the shorts. I could have been your daddy, right? He got that look.
Mm.
You know, it's right there. Get some water over there. You got any cups? Yeah, man, I bring water up here. What you need, Bleeder? I call him Bleeder because what was, oh, his nose was bleeding. Okay. And he had blood all on the ground, so I call him Bleeder. Okay. What you need, man?
Why you look professional? Okay, you ain't in therapy.
He said I look professional because I'm wearing a blazer.
Oh,
That's my attire. Like, because usually when I go to college, I always wear a blazer when I teach at the college. You know. But yeah, man, what were you doing to make you so sweaty? You like James Brown. Yeah, because what I do is I bring alkaline water to my room.
okay.
They drink that like crack, BGS. They put their they literally put their water down and drink mine.
Okay.
And I noticed not to, because usually this is COVID season, people get sick,
Hmm.
and I remember that water kept me from catching COVID. And I had to describe, I said, why are you putting your water down and drinking mine? I said, I just like yours better. I was like, all right, man. I'm gonna start charging y'all in a minute.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
feed the whole crew, man.
Yeah, I got a line right there with cups. When?
I think it's starts like at 2 or probably 1 o'clock.
Okay. All right, let me know. Make sure your work is done, though.
I'm on the
Which one? Okay, that's called perspective, sir. Yeah, so it's just a lot of black boys here, though.
Okay.
Uh-oh. What you got there, man? What's that? Oh, cereal? Okay. Yeah, we got a lot of characters over here. I wish I could do a whole reality show here.
What is it, like Abbott Elementary?
We need the laugh.
Yes, exactly. It'd be something like that. What you need? A what?
Laugh.
A laugh track? Oh,
When it happens, laughing will come out of them.
okay. This is our future. All right. Oh man, this is my favorite right here. I call him Strong Face.
What you
This
call
guy
it? Strong-
come in. Yeah, he got that civil rights Black Panther face.
Oh, okay. Okay.
What's going on? Are they taking all my water? I know. Look at that. They taking all my water. Good Lord. Oh well, whatever's left is left. The class didn't even start yet. They taking all my water.
That's why it came early.
Uh-oh. Tuxedo man. So did I sign something? Why I gotta sign stuff? I gotta sign this. So I'm just have people can hear what I'm actually really teaching, because some people act like we don't do nothing when we on these panels.
Mhm.
So people that are listening, this is what we do. BGS he knows what I do.
Mm-hmm.
You know. What else I need to sign? There's nothing that says teacher signature. Right here?
Two signature where?
Right there. Here you go, sir. This is Strong Face right here, the jawline man.
Yeah. Because I was who's it? Adrian just sent me the thing about why the military can't find people, right? And the biggest reason is because these boys can't pass the ASVAB test.
Yeah, that's true. These
So
two guys I know, they can pass a physical. These dudes, they built like they from the Watusi tribe or something. Look at the Ashanti.
and the Ashanti tribe.
Yeah, these are ballers, hoopers.
Okay, are their feet ashy?
I don't know. Huh?
Two.
Huh?
They start at 2.
What's your sheet at? You gotta have your sheet. If they start at 2, where they going? Oh, they gotta go to other teachers. Okay. Okay. And I like the way this dude talk. I can't say your name. I'm talking to somebody. Say something else, man. He got that Karate Kid voice. Yo, Mr. Miyagi. He laughing too.
It ain't changed yet, huh?
No, these are nice. It's weird. They got all 9th and 12th. They only put one 11th grader in here.
So the people coming and the people leaving, huh?
Yeah, they put like one 11th grade girl. You almost done? Okay, so now you got to do the other stuff. Yeah, so it's manageable here. I appreciate being here, to be honest, because
Mhm.
I guess probably because of the fact that I have some, my experience, and the fact that I have a love and affinity for my students. They can see it, so
Yeah,
they kind of return the energy.
yeah. Well, the way you have your room set up, man, it's not standard. So, they can tell that you put a lot of thought into it. People can tell.
Yeah, I got a lot of people talking about I want to join your class.
Join the class like it's a club, huh?
Right? Can I join? I'm like, what are you doing? Some initiation or something? I'm like, wow, you know. But it's fun. This is one of my good classes too. This is the energetic class, right, Curly man? You got the most. What? I don't have no hair.
Mhm.
Believe in what stuff? Oh, I have heru around my neck. He asked me if I believe in it. How am I supposed to believe in it? Could you describe that for me, sir? Oh, let me make that. Cause could you speak? Could you say that a little louder? What'd you say? I can't hear you.
Like jams, jams.
Oh, you mean the stone right here?
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is a organite. Organite. I'm wearing an organite next to my heru. Yeah, the organite is. This is what I told my mom. Cause I got my mom a turtle. I think it's tourmaline. Her stone, because she's a Taurus. So I think they're Tauralines. And I said, and she asked me the same thing. She said, "You believe in that?" I said, "If you don't, it's just a rock." That's what I told her. And she took it from me, snatched it away from me. I was like, okay.
Just snatch the pebble from your hand, huh?
Right. He said, "Give me my stone." So that's his answer. But yeah, I videotaped this class. Well, some of the other classes, and put
Mhm.
a nice video to it. Put it all together.
Okay.
They're hype, and everybody's cheesing and making sure that they're in the shot and everything. Now you got to. Did you color all of them? You did the sky. Let me see. You did the ground too. You did everything all one color. Watch this. I bet you did. This the pretty boy.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you didn't do the sky here, sir. That's the ground. That's the sky. So why come what's why you discriminating this one right here?
Because they didn't have a ball.
Lord have mercy. What'd you say? Sure. You trying to take my kids out again? Oh Lord, here we go.
You got
Yeah,
to
for
teach him.
some reason, yeah, today they trying to take everybody out.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, trying to take it. But this is probably the part I like about this school
Yeah.
is only one. Okay, I see you. All right. Is that fact? Oh, you need to get a large sheet of paper. The big white one right there. I'll show you. Just meet me to you. Meet me on your board there. Is that the usually schools that are Black and Latino
Mm.
is usually separated, but this school they constantly integrate with each other.
I mean,
So
so will they separate the blacks from the Latinos in
no,
school?
they choose themselves. They know, like
Oh,
especially in Compton and a lot of LA schools.
oh, they
But this
segregate.
school,
They self
yeah, this
segregate.
school is they integrate themselves. This school.
Okay. Oh, really? Okay. Well, I guess it's starting to become it's become
Homogeneous.
yeah homogenous. Yeah, because because a lot of the Latinos are intermarrying with black people, so basically you see black and Latino couples is older, so I guess it's becoming normal because
Yeah, so
because because the black guys that's in my my kids' age, man. Like I would say, it's like 60% of are either dated or married to Latinas. So I guess it's become normalized.
now there's some thirsty brothers over here trying to, go after the other type. I have to
Okay.
speak a little bit in code,
Okay.
but but there's some thirsty brothers here.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, don't use my class to. Uh-oh. Who? You gonna take him too? Jeez. They've been taking my students to because I got a lot of athletes in this class.
Oh, okay.
That's
Okay.
probably why they are though. But they give other. But how's your Spanish classes are better now? The Spanish class, not for you? Yeah, because they were giving the Spanish teacher a hard time, so I had to go in there. But did I help a little bit at least?
Hey, what probably is especially with guys, just get a couple of girls that speak Spanish and stuff like that. So if you were approached a Latina, how would you do it in her language?
Mm,
Yeah,
mm.
and that gets them interested, about speaking Spanish.
Yeah, I was I was giving her all kinds of suggestions. I think in this class, I mean this school here,
Hmm.
I think it's about trust
Okay.
at this school. Uh-oh. I got my you part Ethiopian, part Eritrean, or just all Ethiopian?
How can you tell?
Oh, Habasha.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the real deal. I got a student just walked in, so we have these conversations about, East Africa. And I always ask him, "Oh man, you on the phone? You should ask me about because I asked her, I said, you see yourself marrying women out here?" He like, heck no. When he come over here, I'm gonna ask him. You see that? Yeah. So when he gets because we have these long heart to heart conversations, so he's definitely going to wait 1 second. He's definitely going to what do you call it? He breaks it down. But he's definitely going to marry uh within his culture. He ain't feeling what's going on over here. We do have some boom quishes here, you know.
Are they last picked?
I don't know. I think believe it or not,
Are they
for
are they
him,
are they popular or what?
I think the way these guys talk about them, they sound like they're disposable.
Really?
Oh yeah, I have let them have these little barbershop conversations sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
and I pretend like I'm not listening, and I'm like, dang, you need to paint? Somebody asked for some water. Go see. Good luck. I think they drunk it all. Is it going? Uh-oh. Hold on. So you see how that's done? So I need 5 rows of these, okay? Hmm? Now I gotta here you go. Cause my plants. Here you go. One of these, both of these are the stuff. Oh, you need cups too, huh? They can fix all my water. You got one? Okay, no problem. So you got your phone? Oh, so we can do a Q&A with my student. What you need, brother? What kind of stuff you need? He got that voice. What you say?
he would do good in a Prince movie, huh?
I know. I like to take the girls in the balcony.
I want some asses wiggling.
Yeah,
I want some
exactly.
perfection.
So you said, do you see yourself marrying an American woman here? You don't?
Man, passport, bro.
He said no. You
No,
thought what like the old country, maybe going back to Ethiopia or
I was thinking Europe.
Europe? You go Europe? What, a white chick?
Yeah,
Really?
like
I-
Italian.
I can see that. You said it like Italian.
Why
Why not?
Italian?
Come on, it's Spain.
You said, why Italian or Spain?
Well, Italy, first of all, the language is shared.
Mhm.
It's not shared, but
It's called a romantic language, I believe.
a lot of Tigrinya has a lot of Italian in it. Or
Oh,
French.
okay. Yeah, that's true.
So,
Okay.
That makes sense.
and I like the way they carry themselves. Like they're very well mannered, and
They're a little bit
Yeah.
too friendly, if you know what I mean. No, I'm joking. Well, go ahead.
I'm not saying I can't find that here, but I want a society and cultural discipline. You know what I mean?
A society with cultural discipline.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Cultural-
he's not even a senior yet.
Yeah, that's true. But the thing is, you go, it's fine. It's if you're an individual. The thing is, with mixed couples, though, what I'm hearing nowadays is that it's an issue, is because it's not an anomaly. So black guys dating white guys over there is becoming an issue now.
Okay. Speaking of culture, we got a Haitian brother here. All right, see you later. Yeah, we got. Wow. Sapose, brother.
Can you guys hear me?
We
Yeah,
got
we
you.
hear you.
Okay. What's going on, Art?
What's going on?
Mr.
I
BGS?
got a Haitian student in this class.
Hey, we everywhere.
You literally are everywhere. Y'all like Chinese. Y'all everywhere, man.
No,
He might be
I think the
he
Jamaicans
might be
got
the
us.
valedictorian this year. Let me call it. Let me see. Meet me on your seat right there. Here you go.
Yeah.
Get you
No,
two
I had
pieces
to
of
come
paper.
up. Yeah, I had to
Let
come up because I haven't been on Art's channel in a while, and I know this is the side channel, but I haven't been on a
Yeah.
while. And I wanted to tell artists because like my schedule changed, so I'm no longer working nights. So like by the time I get home, sometimes off of a double, I'll be so tired, and I see your stream, and I'm like, oh, I want to go, I want to be part of the panel, but I'm gonna fall asleep on their ass and be snoring in the mic.
Oh,
Yeah, like
because I was
Charles.
I thought I did something to you. I was like, okay, I ain't gonna bother him no more. All right.
No, Art. No, definitely not. Yeah, definitely
Hold on.
not.
For what? Come on, y'all supposed to be doing my work.
Mister.
They want to play with the. Okay, go ahead. This is a good class, so I had to let him do some things. I had to give him some allowances. They said we're the chill class. Go ahead, y'all.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. This is. Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say to what Art was saying earlier about how the internet and so no, he didn't say internet. He said social media kind of made it difficult for both parties to kind of do the same things they used to do and hide behind
Mhm.
the curtain. Yeah, well, that's why I say the internet will expose us all. When I say that, I'm not just talking about BFF, right, black female effery, but I'm also speaking about what's going on. I'm also
Go
speaking
ahead.
about what's going on in just overall, like everything is exposed now. Not everything. Let me take that back. It's not. That's not true. But like, social media has just changed the landscape on just about everything. Now that yes, not everything's
Mhm.
exposed, but social media has definitely changed the landscape for just about everything because you can get now. You just can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
You can't. There's no the gatekeeper. You can go around the gatekeepers now.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah,
Right.
and they got records of all the old footages and stuff that they lied and said, I don't know what you
Yeah.
talked about.
You know how much easier it would have been for Biden to become president with black people if we didn't have the old clips on the internet of the C-SPAN, him speaking at Congress
Yeah.
and call
Yeah.
like it would have been so much easy. It would have been so much easy for him, right? So
You know
like
what's
that's just
funny? I didn't think about the whole what do you call it? The crime bill when he was going for VP.
See,
I wasn't
See?
thinking about that.
me
Yeah.
neither. I
At
didn't. Well, I
all.
was a kid. I didn't know. I was like 21, 20, 21, 22, something like that. So I didn't even know. I didn't even know. But obviously, this time I did. Exactly.
Yeah, and that was social media.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to make a whole lot of people's campaigns more difficult, because all of that little slick stuff that you used to get away with and say something real reckless in BFE, West Virginia, and then say something different in California, then say something different in New York. Yeah, you can't do that unless the cameras aren't rolling, but then you don't know who's hiding, a recording device in their shirt or something.
Yeah, I think some of the small hats are very upset too, and they saying all kinds of reckless stuff about us. If you
Yeah, I seen it.
notice,
Yeah.
and I'm sitting there like, duh, we know what you do.
I, or you mean, I'm not gonna say no names. Yep, it's the young black folks. It's the young black folks that are being a problem for these people. You mean that type of statement?
Yeah, what's that dude's
Yeah.
name from what would he played on Higher Learning?
Hmm.
The small head guy. He's all like, we know what we know who you are if you're naughty or nice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Well,
bruh,
this is when we're supposed to take advantage of the fact that we are the face of cool, right? And we know what injustice looks like. So for me, the whole game now is to fully integrate black people to the point where they don't realize what injustice is. You may not get the privileges of white folks, but you'll think like them, and if you can move like them, right? So their issue right now is we still have enough boomers, Xers, millennials, maybe even some Gen Z black folks that are like, something don't smell right about how y'all moving,
Yeah.
right? Y'all keep on
Gee.
saying y'all doing this to defend yourself, but I don't know. That don't look like defense to me.
That's the way they've been taught. That's why when Pearl said what she said, right? I said you going at her, but the thing is, you have people in this space that said exactly the same thing, and y'all
Facts.
didn't went on them.
Facts.
Yeah.
Exactly
Well,
the same thing.
that's why you see I do. Because it's a very slippery slope. It's a very slippery, because if you get black people to start saying that it's to spite other black people, you open the door inadvertently for white folks to say it and other non-black people to say it.
Yeah.
Right. And imagine being so mad at other Negroes that you open the door for non-black people to play down the atrocities throughout your history.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. And now it's
Yeah.
okay. You think because you think you've made it, they accept you, and you open that door and then realize, oh, well, we've been wanting to do this.
Yeah, that social media really
Mhm.
worked against them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so people got to be careful on what you say. If you have any political aspirations, you got to watch what you say from a teenager.
Yep.
Yeah.
Serious.
Yeah.
I already know any ideas I ever had. I torched them with some of the stuff I used to say on the internet. But there's no way I could ever get all the comments I ever put on the internet wiped. There's no way. So like any aspirations I had, they're gone.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, even here, man, people come at me about what I've said in the past. I said,
Mhm.
that's why the stuff is still up there. I said, if
Mhm.
I'm not embarrassed, I said, go find it and bring it back to me. You said I said something. The stuff is still there. Evidently, you heard it. Now go clip it and bring it back to me and show it to me.
Yeah.
Facts. You're not the only one at work, Art. I'm moving too right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Because like I said, most of my students are they're playing a game. I mean, they're either playing
Mhm.
basketball or soccer or something for the school.
Okay.
Mm.
So that's why I think got like 7 people in here.
Oh man.
Okay.
So
Mhm, mhm. Yeah.
oh, the barbecue. I said, my uncle's calling me.
Okay.
Got that.
And it don't look. Is it just me, or I don't feel the same
That's fine.
fanfare for this election so far that we've had in the past. Is it
Brown,
just me?
white.
No, it's not you. It sucks.
I mean,
Yeah.
blue. Go ahead, yeah.
No. I was saying I don't feel the same fanfare this election the way I have in the past. And I was wondering if it's just me, or maybe I'm too focused on what we got going on over here in the Black Manosphere. But I'm like, maybe I'm missing something. But I don't like the whole political process right now. It's pretty blah.
Yeah,
Right?
because they're focused on Trump versus Biden, okay, which is something happened in 2020.
Okay, so it's yeah.
And so there's nothing new. There's no new ideas that can actually bubble up, right? And a few people that do have ideas, they're trying to shunt them off, like RFK Jr., right? He should
Mhm,
be in the
mhm,
middle of this race, right? Why are
mhm.
they trying to downplay him? Okay, um, and on the other side, man, basically, whatever her name is, they should be. I was trying to tell BMT, she's the only one that actually sounds like she knows what she's doing. Right? I mean, they're trying to promote her.
Who are you talking about?
Right.
Marion Williamson?
No, no, no.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
The
Nikki
Indian
Haley.
Nikki Haley.
Nikki Haley. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Governor.
Yeah,
And
governor
and
of
and,
the
and, how,
Carolina.
and she got to have some kind of cred for her to be an East Indian being elected in a southern state.
In a southern
Facts.
state, and then being allowed to run for president on the
Yep,
on the
yep.
platform. She has to be saying something, right? And
Mhm.
when I listen to the debates, little I listen to, okay, she's the only one talking about real stuff. Everybody else is throwing
Yeah,
shots, like this is
yeah.
Saturday Night Live. So
This literally is just like that.
yeah,
Well, we live in the era of spectacle, right?
yeah,
So Nikki Haley being someone that is maybe older than that, or I think she know how to play that game, but that's not really her.
yeah.
And so it's actually costing her a little bit that she's not playing she's not playing that game,
I
right?
think
Yeah.
I think it will help her because the people that are playing a spectacle game, man, that wears thin pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
That's true.
I said, okay, we got the jokes. Okay, now what you gonna do for us?
Doing this
They
right.
don't have it. Go ahead, Art.
Okay. Oh, I'm listening. I'm
Okay.
just over
Yeah,
here
Yeah,
teaching and
yeah.
listening.
yeah.
Yeah, now the era of this because I'm not really following this election. Like I really let that to go to AB. I really let that be AB's lane because like I'm not really following it that way because it doesn't seem to have. I don't know what we're debating necessarily when it comes to ideas. All the ideas are old and stale, and whether it's on the left or the right, I don't see us really proposing anything new. It's the same old, and like we were saying, it's round two of a boxing match, right? Or so like the premier candidates are the same people and they're all geriatrics.
Yeah.
These are not even young boomers. These are not even young boomers, right? So like,
Yeah.
like I kept on saying, like for the second Republican debate, it's like the second Republican debate for second place, right? Because like this is not for the actual president. So why tune in, right? I did, but I still haven't watched the third debate yet. Why? I'm going to, but why?
I mean, you have these elephants in the room. You got two
Mhm.
wars going on. You
Yep.
got the recession. You got the banks that are in crisis. You got interest rates. All this kind of stuff that really needs to be talked about, right? The homeless situation, right?
Uh-oh.
And you getting up there talking about throwing jokes at each other, right? We got serious
Mhm.
problems, okay? That's how come people are ignoring it. It's like, oh, ha. Tune in to Saturday Night Live, see how they put their spin on the debates, and then
Yeah.
move on, right? Not
Saturday
taking
Night Live would be more entertaining.
it is. Like, the thing is, I said, when I listened, I said, when are you guys going to actually talk about real stuff? You got all this stuff you talk about. You guys act like it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Going on.
But, that's a good. I think pinning this. So it goes back to the social media thing, right? If I say something in this debate, if I say something and stand on it,
Yeah.
I could be buried with this in 6 months, a year,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But that's the risk you take. You got to stand on something. Apparently not.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, at this point, basically, if you don't stand on anything, don't take a risk, right? Biden and Trump are going to suck all the oxygen out of the air.
Yeah. Well, they have.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. They have.
Yeah.
Right.
And
And
a few people that will speak on something are being shunted to the sides, like RFK and even Cornel
Nikki
West.
Haley.
Yeah,
Oh, Cornell. Well, Cornell, I think that would have been a hard go because he is Bernie, but even more to the left.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
so that's a hard go. RFK, yes, but my fear is they do him like they did his uncle and his daddy. Right. So
yeah.
there's that.
Well, he's willing.
And his cousin.
Yeah, he's willing to take a risk. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's willing to take
Right.
that risk. So far, he's taking that risk.
And I think they've already tried to paint him as like the crazy conspiracy theorist, right? They I don't know who, obviously, but I think the mainstream is painting him as kind of like one of those off, conspiracy theorists and don't you get it? I mean, I could understand why I would think like that too. If what happened to his dad happened to my dad, and what happened
What's
to
the
his
matter?
uncle and his cousin happened to my uncle and my cousin, right? So yeah,
Well,
yeah. So
Trump got elected on that kind of crap. So,
true,
Yeah.
true,
by
true.
by embracing that
Some of that
part,
conspiracy shit, yeah,
he got elected on
true.
some of that crap.
But
So
so this is where we get into the splitting hairs on what type of language is permissible from which side of the political spectrum, right? Because I think both sides engage in this. I think the right is okay with saying it sometimes, and the left is like, no, we're above that. We're too smart for that shit. But they're really not.
Yeah, because the left used to, won't the left, wasn't the left like more conspiracy
yeah,
than the
Yeah,
right
yeah,
yes,
back in the
yeah.
day?
Yeah.
Especially on the vaccine shit, the left and the right was playing that game.
yeah.
We're
The
not
left
talking
was
about the
always
politicians, but yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, the left,
five.
yeah, the left was big on it, man. Well,
Yeah,
the left and the
yeah,
right are not that far apart as far as this kind of stuff.
yeah,
The left
yeah,
was all about like what's in the food,
Yeah.
yep,
regulate
yep,
cigarettes.
yeah.
You know what I found out when I went to like the natural foods um and vegan whatchamacallit, when they used to have their little fairs and stuff like that, right? The little
Mhm.
conferences and stuff like that. 90% of those people are actually conservative. Okay, they weren't
Uh-oh.
liberal.
That's because they were the farmers. Oops.
The farmers,
Oh.
and, the people, the H-man in Germany was a vegan.
Mm.
I never knew that.
Yeah,
I never knew that.
he's a
Wow.
vegan. He's a vegan.
Mm. Wow. I never
Back
knew that.
then,
Well,
okay.
you learn something. Right, exactly. You learn something new every day.
He
Yeah.
must have knew something.
So everybody in Whole Foods is not a liberal. Okay, or not.
Well, that's a fact.
Yeah.
I used to work at my first job out of high school was working at a Target in a really nice area,
Mm-hmm.
a Target superstore, and next to it, because it was in a plaza, was a Whole Foods.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, exactly what BGS said. You'll be surprised who you see walk in there, and maybe what their politics are,
Yeah.
or maybe you won't be surprised, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, they don't come in with sandals, but they come in in
Mhm,
their
mhm.
loafers and stuff like that. Okay, that's how you can tell. The ones with sandals are progressives and liberals. The ones that come in with their loafers on, because those are the conservative side. You know,
Yeah.
yeah, come in with their loafers and their khakis and their sweaters. Okay, those are
The
conservative.
Ben Shapiro kinds. The
Yeah, the
yeah.
Ben Shapiro kinds. Yeah.
Mhm,
Yep.
mhm. Yeah. I mean, like that. That's one of my things now. Is the which side? Right now, it's looking like the left has edgelord culture. No, excuse me. The right has edgelord culture in a headlock, and eventually that does leak into your actual politics, right? How you actually speak, right? And I think that's what made Trump somewhat appealing is that snarkiness. Trump is a sassy ass dude.
He
We
is.
just gonna call a thing a thing.
He
He's
is.
it's so funny watching people, especially black women, talk about being anti-sassy. I'm like, nigga, you had a sassy ass president.
Yeah, it's snarky, full of snark.
Exactly. Right. Excuse me. So
And,
go ahead, BT.
and basically, and like my family's liberal, man. Okay, they miss Trump. Okay, because my mother, you know what Trump said today? I said, "Why do you follow this guy?" Every day, that was entertaining to her. What he was saying.
Yeah. Well, the spectacle. It's the
Yeah.
spectacle. Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad liked him too. I wouldn't even be surprised. I don't think he voted for him, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Yeah. My dad liked him too.
Yeah,
There's some place. Well,
they
if
should
you
have
know the
voted.
Haitian,
They should have
ahead.
voted for him just for the entertainment value. Okay. They're gonna miss
well, if you know the story of Haitians, and the Clintons,
Oh yeah, I do.
and ties. So yeah, there's a lot of
Yes, I do. Okay, all them factories and stuff like
yeah.
own in Haiti. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Go
like,
ahead.
there's the majority of Haitian Americans still vote to the left,
Mhm.
but it's not. They're not liberals, and they're definitely not progressives, right? They're more. They would probably more align with Biden, even though they don't like Biden. But Biden still won the majority of the Haitian American vote, right? So yeah.
And
Yeah,
Biden, they say Biden's a blue dog, man, all day long. I don't know why certain people don't see that. He's not a progressive. Okay, I don't see why the people that call
Because
themselves
he's a Democrat.
Well,
They
the thing
don't know the difference.
yeah, like I said, conservatives, man. It said, y'all don't see that this cat is a blue dog conservative. Yeah, y'all don't notice
They
that.
don't know, so they don't know about the Rockefeller Republicans. They don't know about the era where you had blue dog Democrat. So a lot of us are stuck in like pre. So this is where art comes in. Pre-social media, right?
hmm
Pre-social media. So you don't really know about the world before high-speed internet. You don't know about 1970s. You know, Democrats working for Nixon and Republicans working for the Democratic presidents. You don't know about that world,
Yeah,
right?
Nixon was a socialist, man. He worked
Uh
for
oh.
he was the vice president for a socialist president
Hmm.
called Eisenhower.
Yep, that's a fact.
Who? Smoking
Nixon.
gun.
Nixon was Eisenhower's VP.
The VP, yeah, and he turned into a neoliberal, man, and after
Yeah.
after the
Yep.
crash of Bretton Woods.
And by the way, their children married. Eisenhower's kid and Nixon kid married.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, yeah. People forget that. People think that because Eisenhower was a
Yeah,
general
put that
that he's a conservative. No, he was a socialist. Okay.
With that paper,
in this paper here.
this kind of paper.
Hmm. I'm talking to your Haitian brother. He be trying to tone it down, like he don't know what we talking about.
Ask him to speak French.
Was it French or Creole?
Creole.
Creole.
Cause
Are you good? Are you fluent in it?
Yeah.
He said, yeah.
Okay.
he's probably better than me, but mine suck.
Oh, he said you probably better. I got a Haitian brother on the phone right now. Yeah. Do people make fun of you because you're Haitian here?
They make fun of my dark colors.
Or they make fun of him being dark?
So
It's
colorism, but not the background.
about the background.
He got that Richard Roundtree look.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So when you get older, man, it's gonna pay off. Okay.
It'll pay off. Yeah.
You just get you a leather jacket and a turtleneck, man. You be all right. And make your voice deep too.
Get a box fade and a strong hairline,
A box fade and the strong hairline.
and go to the gym.
Yeah, he's kind of fit.
He's fit.
Athletic. He's athletic. He gonna be on it. You going? What college you going? Did you fill out your college stuff already? Okay, which one you trying to go to?
UCLA and UC San Diego.
UCLA?
UCLA and UC San Diego.
UCLA and UC San Diego.
Oh, all right. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Good for you. UCLA is
Oh,
kind of hard to
okay.
get into because the Asians got it pretty impacted. But yeah.
What's your GPA?
Right now I don't know, but I have like B's in 3 classes and A in like the rest.
You said B and so you
Yeah.
got 4 A's and 3 B's.
3, yeah.
Yeah. UC San
Okay.
Diego's the party school. So
Yeah, if you just UC San Diego, man, you got to be strong. You got to be disciplined.
the discipline. Yeah.
I remember them days.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a party school.
Yeah.
UC
A lot of cap parties there.
Yeah. San Diego State and UC San Diego party schools.
Yeah. I mean, I had to hold my tongue on the UC San Diego, but
I didn't know there were a lot of black people in San Diego.
Yeah.
Are there?
Yeah. There's plenty.
yeah.
I mean, not as I mean, there's not as many as say in LA, but yeah, there's plenty.
I might be heading out there for a wedding in June.
Yeah.
Only my personal stash. No,
Yeah, but
I drunk out of that one. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, y'all.
No, go ahead.
By the way,
You-
By the way, I might try to hit y'all up in June. I'm not joking, because I might be heading out there in June for a wedding.
Okay. Yeah, but San Diego, man, since it's a border town, a lot of Latinos.
Yeah, San Diego, boy. What are the Aztecs? That's their
Yeah.
I have no idea.
mascot.
Yeah, San Diego State is the Aztecs, yeah.
Matter of fact, that's what's his name from the Clippers?
Yeah.
I forgot his name.
Yeah.
And they
That's where he
losing
went.
too. I'm glad I forgot them. What's that dude's name? Kawhi Leonard. There you go.
Yeah, he went to San Diego State.
Yeah, because I remember seeing him in the Aztec on his jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine slaughtering a group of people, taking their land, and then naming schools, teams, and military equipment after them.
like the Redskins, like the
Yep,
Apache
Apache.
helicopters.
the Seminoles. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's how they do it, man. And then they act like, oh, there's no racism.
Mm-hmm.
Them the main ones that tell you forget and forgive and forget.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna become people of color in a minute. So
Get over it.
What you said about Brazil, BTS?
I said we're gonna become people of color in a minute. So
I know, I heard you.
It's all
That's
in the
it.
past.
Brazil.
oh yeah.
This part right there. Oh, it's all in the past. Just get over it.
Mm-hmm. So, well, the thing is, what they realize is white folks are gonna follow right behind it because their numbers are dropping, man. I mean, seriously, that's how come they trying to get rid of the fentanyl, man, because it's taking out too many of their young white males. You know, like you can't keep losing 100,000 white males a year to this kind of stuff that are in their prime.
Yeah. Yeah, and that whole independent, WM,
Yeah.
That's killing that birth rate as well.
Oh yeah. Well, that's how come we have this big ass white female red pill movement right now that's growing fast. Yeah.
And you know who talks about families too is RFK. I just thought about that.
Yeah.
Families in our community.
Yeah. Or they have to do something, man, because this is global, and there's only so much. You're actually destroying your society by doing this stuff. So they got to course correct.
BJS, if you don't mind, speak on that white women that are red pill thing for me real quick.
Oh, I got two of them. Well, two. Susan Vinkers, one that I play all the time, and this
Yep.
chick called Happy Wife School, and they actually call themselves red pill females. And there's a group, I haven't collected all of them, but there's a whole growing group of them that are like in their like late millennials, or should say early millennials. They're in their 40s. Find out that feminism doesn't work, and you start to hear this. I don't want to work. I want to be at home cooking now, right?
I think the best example that you showed of that is that I want to say Italian white girl with the sister sitting next to her, and you saw the difference. And to me, one of the scariest, frighteningest, saddest things is that, and I'm sorry for my background, white women understanding the game better than black women, or at least saying it better. Even if black women get it, they still think you could BS at this late date.
What the thing is that black women only have and basically Art can tell you this, man. Black women for 150 years have worked on shame, okay, shaming their men into compliance, okay, and they haven't learned how not to do it. So like the one I played yesterday, where he was trying to tell her how he felt and him not having a safe space. They tried to shame him, okay. They came back with shame. Well, that's the way you feel it, and I feel that we trying to solve a problem, and you're not blah blah blah. He said, "See what I'm talking about? Okay, see what I'm talking about." When you try to talk to them, even to the point where he was talking about women actually being responsible for their wounds, right, and getting pregnant. Okay, it's never their fault. It's never my fault. And basically, if you didn't want to have a kid, you should have wrapped it up, and it's your fault. And so they're trying to shame the men back into compliance. And what's happening is that especially young guys are not accepting that. Okay, they said, okay, if you're gonna be on that kind of time, I'm going someplace. It's just like the brothers in this classroom. Are you going to marry an American woman? Nope. Going someplace else. Why?
He talking about Italy. I was surprised. Like Italy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Italy or Spain, right? European woman that has a much more traditional, and they act better like that. Yeah.
And I'm telling you, them girls be on his dude. They always like chase him around, and he be giving them the straight arm, like
I'm saving myself. Okay.
You know how you see how they get down around here.
Yeah.
I said, you can't find one out here that's American. No.
Well, it's simple for me. Black women are the biggest capitalists in this, while also being the biggest socialists. So what ends up happening is that they want you to pay an exorbitant amount for them. Unfortunately for them, that's not where most men are. And so for them, they don't want to get married. What we got to do is keep on throwing in their face that you don't actually want to get married. You want the accoutrement of marriage. You don't actually want marriage unless it comes with at a high price. And men are just not doing that. Black men specifically, and that's all.
And are black women as a whole worth what they're asking for? And the answer is
No,
no. Yeah.
even if the men had it, no.
Yeah. And so what are you going to do when they import all these Latinas?
Eat vagina.
Now, my other district, they not as, as far as that part, I haven't really seen them out in the open with that whole, uh, inner dating as
Mhm.
much as the other place.
Same-sex loving.
No, the part where,
Oh,
black and brown.
okay, black and brown, the mix. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the initiation though, the brothers trying to holler,
Mm-hmm.
but I haven't seen as far as them, actually hold hands and all that kind of stuff.
Also, how did the girls respond to the holler?
I don't think they push away.
Oh,
I think they still listen and entertain. I think the parents are a little bit on them more over here than over where I was before.
mm-hmm.
I think because we got majority El Salvadorians here,
Oh, okay. So yeah, it does make a difference.
so they're more close knit as far as family wise. Where, sure, go ahead. I'm sorry, I'm listening.
Where when El Salvador, that's where where they sent a lot of the MS folks down from
Hmm.
California, actually during the dope during the crack era. They deported
Hmm.
them back down to El Salvador, and they started their own little thing down there. So they've been kind of acculturated to being in this. Go ahead, Art.
No, I just wrote somebody a pass. I've been writing passes all day. I hate writing passes. I used to have I can't do it here, but I used to have this big old board called the Boo Boo Pass. And it was a guy, it was a real big, like BOO pass, real
Okay.
big.
Oh, for the
And
bathroom.
yeah, and they had like a dude sitting on the toilet, but it looked like a drawing. And they're like, that's humiliation. I'm like, you want to go? You want to go? I said, you can't go without this pass. And so it came in handy because the security see it from a distance. They know where it came from.
Okay.
So that kind of worked for them. But now we got to fill out these little cards and all this stuff. And I'm like, man, I ain't going to rock the boat when I'm in a new place anyway.
Nah. You gotta. How many more years you got?
3, actually 2.5.
Okay. Yeah. Ain't no sense in doing it. So
But
you gonna hang it up and move, or what are you gonna do?
I have an option to retire, but I think I want to take a couple more years as an administrator.
Okay.
So right now I'm building, like I did a little tour of the room,
Mhm.
and that's just beginners right now. But I'm building a program to where I can record the steps and then expand it,
Mhm.
and then propose it as a program for this portion of the district,
Mhm.
and then have me be the director over it.
Okay.
Only problem is not too many people teach the way I teach anymore. A lot of them are probably dead, retired.
Okay.
I'm the last of the Mohicans.
Oh, because you're the bridge, huh? From the
Yeah,
old to the new.
yeah. Because I come to the hood and work magic.
Mm.
These people are afraid to put this. If people come to the hood, like how people put their hand in the animal cage and they think that somebody gonna bite their hand, they snatch
Yeah.
it back.
Yeah.
That's how they teach out here. It's like, uh-oh, let me go closer. It's like, "Rawr," and they back and they move back. Right here. I got an interesting one right here. I got a student here. She's part Latina, part African. But
That's
if
interesting.
but if you see her, she's like straight African American.
Well, African American is a mix. So
Yeah, look, she's laughing. Look at her. She
okay.
got the whole edges and what else? What you call all that stuff? Oh, the nose ring. She got all that stuff.
Oh, the septum ring.
It's called a septum ring. Yeah, what's that called? What's the nose ring? Right. She does hair. Wink, wink.
Okay.
So she's part of the culture, man.
Okay. So What country from Africa does her parent come from?
Your folks is Nigerian, right? And their mom is Puerto Rican. Puerto Rican.
That's a
You
very
Puerto
very
Rican too?
very different
Oh,
mix.
see,
Yep.
I don't
and I
see
got a
many.
Belizean brother here, look like Arthur Ashe.
Uh,
Yeah, he looks just like Arthur. What's your GPA? He's a 4.2.
really? Okay.
Yep. And somebody mentioned they asked him, about is he going to HBU? He made the most. It's like somebody farted in his face when they asked him that. He made the biggest frown.
So where you going? Ivy League? What's he gonna do?
So which college you trying to get to? UCLA
Oh,
or
UCLA?
USC
USC. Okay.
or Cal
Yeah.
State Berkeley or UC Berkeley?
I say Berkeley. Yeah, USC is expensive unless you got a ride.
Yeah, these guys are 4.2. He gonna be taken
Okay.
care of.
Okay.
He's only 11th grade too, so he can build that up. You gonna do college classes next year too? Like oh yeah, he gonna probably bring it up to and you
Yeah. Do what should do what my daughter did, man. Take community college classes during the summer. Take a
yeah
couple classes during the summer.
yeah. So they're telling you to take some community classes during the summer.
Community college class during the
So
summer.
I could live on UCLA for a week.
Oh really?
5 years.
Oh, he's supposed to be doing UCLA when? In July during the summer.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, he's ahead of the game.
So,
Are you getting credit for that though? Yeah,
So,
he said yeah.
so it's Upward Bound program.
Is it Upward Bound?
Huh.
Is it Upward Bound? You know what Upward Bound is? No, they don't know what that is.
Okay.
It's probably just an acceleration course that he would take. He'll probably get when you get those college units that you can use just in case they want to bump you up
Yeah.
in college. That happened to me. Oh, that came in handy.
Yeah.
Mine was remember those things in the TV guide, the little drawings that you do with the pirate and the
Mm-hmm.
that happened. That was University of Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
So they put me in that program. I was able to use I think six units, 6 college units.
Okay. Yeah. It helps, man. It helps.
That
That's what I was
saved
trying
me time. I graduated a little early.
Yeah, because my daughter, when she finished by doing
I
it,
think if I could have graduated like right now.
Hold on. He's asking me a question. What'd you say?
If I stayed in Vegas, I could have graduated.
If you stayed in Vegas, what?
I could have graduated like right now.
Really?
Yeah.
He said if he stayed in Vegas, he could have graduated right now.
from high school.
Yeah, from high school. He's an 11th grader right now.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
would have graduated early.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Because before my ex
Yeah.
moved, right, I had to work out at Gardena High, right, where my daughter would take a
Okay.
couple classes in the morning and then in the afternoon go to El Camino and take the rest of her classes. And she was in 10th grade.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. I'll watch you. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah, because there
but-
are programs where you can actually get your because of my goddaughter, she just got that where she got her
Do I go? We get.
she got her associates and her high school diploma at the same time.
Yeah, so
That's-
yeah, she's notice I mentioned the mixture, but she's a big part of the sisterhood though.
Okay.
They laugh when I say sisterhood. They're like,
Got an unusual mix of people, man, in your class.
yeah. I mean I love this is a good part about South Central.
Mm-hmm.
Because over there in where I came from, it is mainly just only Black and Mexican.
Okay.
But over here, you got a Salvadorian, Belizean. I got a Belizean brother here, and then we got the Puerto Rican, Nigerian. So we got the Haitian
I
brother.
don't know what my
Mhm.
app.
We got
Art, you say
Honduras.
they. Oh, okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Black has to
No,
go
no, my
here.
apologies, Art. No, I'll let him speak. Go ahead. Let the young man
No,
speak.
I was asking all my different because I'm a sponge. I ask about all these different cultures. They tell me what kind of foods they eat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the music, like the
I'm white.
one of the biggest type of music they listen to in El Salvador is cumbia.
I'm like
What is
30% white.
It's that music goes boom, 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 boom.
Okay,
Boom. It
okay,
does a
yeah,
lot of that.
yeah.
And they do a lot of movement with that. I'm like, that's some slow music for y'all to be moving like that.
No, the movement of the hips. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, if
And
you ask the Asian young man, he's gonna tell you compa because that's what we listen to.
compa,
Compa.
compa. You listen to compa? Oh, yeah, if folks listen to compa? He said, yeah.
Mainly dance music. It's mainly like love dance music kind of thing. If I ever show you Haitians compa dance, you'd be like, y'all are having full on sex on the floor.
Mm.
Wow,
Tell you.
it's like that.
Yeah, but it's slower though. It's a bit slower, right? But yeah.
So is it more suggested than soca?
Mm.
Because soca, man, we about
Yes
to have a
and
baby.
no. And yes and no. Soca, the lyrics in soca are way more suggestive than the lyrics in compa music. But the actual dancing, I would say it's on par. It's about the same, right?
Yeah, they be on it. I'm like, bruh.
Mhm.
I said, I smell it all in the air here. Go ahead. Uncle wants to go. Go ahead, Uncle. He wants to go to the game. You sure? You sure? You positive, man? You sure? Okay.
But
All right.
Art, you were saying earlier, the girls laugh when you say the sisterhood. When they come to the realization, sometime in their late 20s, early 30s, of what the sisterhood actually is, they'll remember you. They're gonna remember you when
Yeah, they come in
when they
here.
get hit in
Sometimes
the
they
head
come in
with
as
it.
a group.
Go
I
ahead.
have little talks with them, you know,
Mhm.
try to give them some positive feedback, whatever. But they already got their minds made up. So I'm working on the one that I do have, you know.
Mhm.
Hopefully she'll listen to whatever game I'm trying to give her.
Mhm.
Mm.
When it's time to get married, they'll know what the sisterhood is as it gets in the way.
So let me give her
In the
the
way.
number one question. Are you She's saved. She's good. Yeah, because her dad is, I mean, he's like 100% Nigerian, right? Yep.
Yeah.
So, and he don't play, right? Oh, she said he plays? Like a lot of your foolishness, he's not gonna go for it. I heard. Exactly. He looks like, he looks like what's that guy that was on Amistad that said give us free? I don't know his name. Is Does Moon? Remember that guy on Amistad?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, her dad looks like him.
Okay.
I saw a picture of him, but she looks nothing like him.
Oh really? Okay. Looks like a
I don't
mom.
see it. Yeah, maybe the eyes, but I don't see it. Sorry. No, because her dad has very broad features, and she got like a cartoon character face.
Okay. Okay.
A little small nose,
Oh, her Puerto Rican side, huh?
like a little elf.
Yeah.
You do. You got small lips, small nose, high cheekbones. Yeah. Look at you laughing. But yeah, I'm, pretty laid back in classroom environment around here. You know, and one,
That's why they
go
love it.
ahead. Yeah, I try to just keep everybody's spirits up. Because I know people go through stuff when they go home, stuff that you see on TV and the movies. I be hearing some things. I'm like, dude, I don't have to watch TV. I just come ask you what happened at home. You're the real deal. Especially the middle school kids. I think the middle school kids got way more drama than the high school kids. Ooh wee.
That transition.
Yeah, it's bad. They put it this way. I think y'all think they smoke more weed than the high school students? Yeah. The middle school kids are all on that substance more than the high school kids.
Yeah, because it's new. The middle school kids are finally kind of break loose from the house, whereas high school kids got to grow up, man, because they know their time is short.
Oh yeah. Oh, Big Jesus came in. It's Big Jesus. I got to call his real name Big Jesus.
Why you call him Big Jesus?
It's a little prison name,
Oh,
He got the he's all buff and tall with glasses. Oh, you came to bother them? Okay. Look at them.
I like them back.
Yeah. But yeah, I enjoy it here, man. I just hope I hope nothing changed next year. Mm.
Nah, I think LA especially is going in the same direction. So you're probably a little bit ahead of the curve.
Yeah. I think the only drawback that this class doesn't have, we don't have computers in here.
Okay, why not?
'Cause
Or
they definitely
is it purposely?
no, we're waiting on some money. What I'm trying to do, I gotta see the principal Friday. I'm gonna have, we always had this meeting, me and him.
Hmm.
I'm gonna propose that we do a media lab here because we got $185,000 coming to the school, so we can
Wow.
get about maybe 60 grand of
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Build a media lab, like maybe 20 max,
Hmm.
with a master and then a large screen,
Okay.
and people can come in and do Photoshop and all kinds of stuff on there, make all kinds of media. Why you gotta take them around?
Yeah, that's the way things are headed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's because I figure because usually what they do when they do the computer and technology, they give them all these cheap computers, and it's always like one of their other computer are broken. What's up? Oh, you can't go. They ain't gonna let you go. You didn't bring no barbecue, no mustard, no paprika. You got this that uncle voice. Like, uncle, how do you make that again? Put some mustard, some paprika. Yeah, I always bother him. Add some pickles. Yeah, so everybody that's listening, this is how we are in my class. I just want people to, I can't show the students, that's the law, but y'all can hear their voices.
It's interesting to see how how they develop, compared to the way we grew up. What's actually changing?
Yeah, they got more. I mean, even the ones that be on that, Elizabeth stuff,
Hmm.
they're more chill.
Oh yeah.
They blend in. They don't suppress who they are, but they're comfortable enough to just chill and still be in the conversation and talk about other stuff.
Hmm.
You know, sometimes I have to pull some dudes' chains when they be going into their business. I'm like, dude, we don't want to. No, because I know it'll probably turn out like the whole thing with BMT yesterday.
Oh, good Lord, yeah.
You know,
I'm
just,
still processing that one. It's like,
yeah, yeah. I had to shake my head. Yeah, I was thinking about that this morning though. I was like, what? So I'm gonna call him sometime this week or so if I can find his number. No, I got his number somewhere. See what's up. You know, this dude grabbing his. Yeah, like you in prison, man. He grabbing paper towel, looking down his shoulder. Like, is the paper towel dangerous or something? Looking over his shoulder, grabbing. But I stay on him, man. I stay on him. But this is the first time since probably '97 maybe
hmm.
that I had this amount of black students, black boys.
Okay.
That's why I kept telling people because when people keep talking about, oh, you don't got nobody can read and blah blah blah. I'm like, well, here's your opportunity to make sure they can.
Hmm.
You got them.
Yeah.
You can't blame Boom Cliche for everything.
Yeah. Well, your class proves that you can, no matter what they do, you can educate these kids and give them opportunities. Some will take it, some won't. But the thing is, they should have the option.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all it is.
Yeah.
And I think most of the time, I think Steve, what's his name? Steve Perry, Dr. Steve Perry.
Hmm.
I think he kind of used the model that I suggest because basically, because I know he got some Boom Cliche models you have to deal with,
Hmm.
but once they see what their sons are capable of, they kind of
Yeah.
move out the way.
Yeah.
He said it before. He said he does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I've watched a couple of interviews of him, and he said, sometimes they hit him with the energy coming from home, and he was not talking about the students. He was talking
Okay.
about the moms,
Exactly.
right? So yeah,
Yeah. So, I mean, so we all acknowledge Boone Quisha is in a way. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay. What can we do with the kids while they're at school? That's my thing. What can we do with them while they're here away from Boone Quisha? But like my frat brother, that's superintendent. Well, yeah, he was superintendent of where is he? Hemet? But anyhow, he said your administrator he has to believe in the programs they put in. They can't just sign up and then just move away from it. They got to really believe in these programs for these boys.
Okay.
Because when you leave it alone to try to work on its own, and usually they fall by the wayside because nobody's keeping an eye on it.
Yeah. Yeah. And they'll get sucked back in because they don't
Yeah.
have any support at home.
And then you got these teachers that don't care about these kids too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
You know,
know.
they want a job, you know.
Yeah, that's all it is. Now that the good thing about this school, I would give about 80% of the teachers here, they really care. I'm proud of them. I really appreciate you seeing that because the place where I came from, they don't care at all.
Okay.
I, I'll say this. I have hope in the children's education, but it's for a very selfish reason.
Yeah.
It's for a very selfish reason because I don't think you get to any type of real um economic and financial equality until more and more people realize how much they're being screwed by bumping up against that glass ceiling. And so
Hmm.
you can no longer have excuses, right? Because if you're not educated, if you're not bumping up against that ceiling, then you'll always think, okay, you know what? It's me. I didn't go to school. I didn't work hard enough. I didn't put enough hours. It's my fault. But if enough of us are bumping up against that glass ceiling, then it's very clear that oh no, the whole game is rigged.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Mm-mm. Yeah, I like I said, I can see it a mile away, and we only got I think one white teacher in this whole school. And the reason why he's been around, I think, because he's been here since the 90s. And usually when I have the whole white teacher thing, the reason why I'm bringing that up, because when it's a large group of them, they on that white savior on a horse type thing. And I don't have to worry about that here, because usually when they're on the white savior, the horse thing, it's almost like the people in this space. I got to bring somebody down so I can be important.
Yeah.
So I don't have that element here. I am so blessed with that. I am. Because usually, like I was saying on my live stream the other day, they always find themselves in a leadership position
Hmm.
in the hood or a black organization, and it's like, man, just let me just let me do my job. That's all I want. I don't care about you being the savior and all that. I just want to do my job.
There's
That's
something to
it.
be said about strong propaganda and strong socialization because even for me, like as a child of immigrant, it didn't take me anything to really put two and two together and be like, wait a minute, you know, like you look at Barack, you look at Kamala Harris, you look at Colin Powell, you look at the current press secretary, and nobody had to tell me that. Like I started realizing that on my own, and then listening to Yvette and Tone, it only solidified for me. When you look at these white folks that like artists saying, there's no way you don't see what it
Yeah.
is,
Things. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You're just telling yourself like, no, it's not that. Like, no, you know what it is. You know you're being anointed because it is,
Yeah.
right? I don't know how you rationalize it, right? Maybe you think, oh well, I'll just do some good in this position, possibly, but you know what it is, and that's why I don't give anybody any passes, right? Like when it comes to anything about ethnicity and race and whatnot in America, I don't give no one ignorant passes.
No. No. You can't be here for that long and not know because
Mm,
it's everywhere, especially with social media. It's everywhere,
yeah.
especially after George Floyd and COVID. Everybody knows.
Yeah, they keep bringing up George Floyd too. So,
Oh, just like Rodney King, man, back in the 90s and 2000s, right?
oh, that was huge.
Yeah.
I think every generation has that call.
Mm-hmm.
For it was Emmett Till for some. For
Mm-hmm.
some, it was like I said, George Floyd. For some, it was Trayvon Martin. For some, it was like every age group or generation has that call, right?
Yeah.
Rodney King.
Yeah.
For some, it was like OJ, right? Like, okay, so what if he? Let's say he did do it, but the fervor at which y'all are going to try to prove that he did it, that's
Yeah.
not just whether he did it or not. It's oh no, nigga, we gotta get we. There's no way we're gonna let you get away with this, right? So like, and I
Yeah.
think that's where white folks really didn't they didn't understand, or they did, but they pretended like they didn't understand why black people treated OJ the way they did, even though we know who OJ is. That nigga don't fuck with us like that. But it's the
Yeah.
fact that y'all tried so hard to go at him for this, and it's like nigga, right? Like what this energy though, right? So no, for every generation or every age group, I think there's a paramount wake up call that reminds you that you could get it too,
Yeah. Oh,
right? So, yeah,
look at Jonathan Majors.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Jonathan Majors and Will Smith for black men right now
Mm-hmm.
is a prime example of like your money and your fame will not spare you
Yeah.
from the onslaught of women.
Yeah.
And even when you look at it, if you take race out of it, Amber Heard, right?
Yeah.
Like look at what this white woman was able to do to a white man,
Yeah.
and get caught lying multiple times,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, every generation has that wake up call.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. And I think the young men are seeing this. That's like they're avoiding it.
Yeah, I mean, one day, because like I said, I'm doing what do you call it, hip hop. It's called a father son hip hop summit. Well, not summit, but round table.
Uh-huh.
And I'm doing a mother daughter one. I'm looking forward to the mother daughter one.
Oh, okay. You want to find some answers, huh?
Yes, sir. Who you gonna blame it on? The media, society, the devil,
Or Jermaine, huh?
Jermaine.
Yeah, that's I heard Coach Greg using that clip, Jermaine. Always Jermaine's fault.
Yeah, I mean, somebody gotta just give us some answers, because I mean, how
I,
you
I
gonna
want
get? Go ahead.
no, my apologies, Art, because I had to pause for a second, but I wanted to go back to a point that I was attempting to say
Okay.
here. Um, there's something to be said about earning money as a man and what it's supposed to, quote unquote, supposed to mean in
Yeah.
your society. And it's not just supposed to be the money, it's supposed to be the power or the influence that comes with the money. And
Yeah.
when you continue to bury these public men, whether they did it or not, right? If they did it, yes. But
Yeah.
when it looks like it's an attack on them because they're a man,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say you deter men from wanting to be on that very high level, but it does remind us that the money doesn't necessarily equal power, and it
Yeah.
makes it a little bit more. I would argue it makes it more difficult for men to aspire for that, because what's the point of just having the money to have a nice house and a nice car? What about the power and the influence that's supposed to come with it? And I'll pause right
Yeah. Well, in other words, basically, you still have to be careful. I don't care how
there.
high you go up.
Yep, yep.
Rules still apply to you. I mean, look what's happening to Puff Daddy, right? He's a billionaire. What's going on with him right now? Not to say he doesn't deserve it, but thing is, look, normally that would get shunted. But thing is, even at $1 billion, it's not saving him because rules still apply. And I think young kids are seeing that it doesn't matter how much you make. So being a 6-figure guy or a 8-figure guy, um, the rules still apply to you. So that's like I think a lot of these young kids saying we're going out of the country.
Yeah, I think it should. I think the rules should still apply to you. I
Yeah.
think there's a fervor. It goes back to the OJ point I was trying to make, right? It's the
Hmm.
fervor at which the system or the women or whoever it is, the
Yeah.
powers that be that are even more important and powerful than your money, it's the
Yeah.
fervor at which they come at you with, right?
Yeah.
Which is off-putting, especially for those of us way further downstream. It's a little defeating, right? I don't suggest people stop going after your pursuits, but it does give you a bit of pause to be like, God damn, like even when I get up there, I could still be, knocked off by an accusation. What
Yeah.
the hell,
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Because yes. Yeah. Uh, Puff Daddy is Diddy's getting what the Bill Cosby treatment right now. So it's gonna be interesting. Anyway, y'all, I gotta go. So I just want to stop in and holler at Art and and try to figure out what went on because sometimes you listen to it, it's like, is it me or is it something happened? So I said, did I do something that actually cause it? So
I listened a little bit to Art's channel this morning. I had a bit of time, so this must have happened. But maybe as I fell asleep listening to the stream last night, because it had to happen after, because I listened as Dre was speaking and you and I'm like, so this must have happened a little bit later in the stream.
I think it's like maybe the 4 hour mark.
Okay, so
yeah.
I think I only got up to like maybe 3 hours or 2.5 hours before I fell asleep.
Yeah, and it was pretty chill up until then.
Yeah. Like I heard what you guys were saying. Sometimes we're dealing with our own stuff personally, and we're a little irritated, and we jump on the stream, and then a person just says one thing, and it's all out war, and it's really not the person. This happens in real life, right? Like you're irritable, and then somebody says something, and you snap off, and but it's really not. It has nothing to do with the person, really. They're just the straw that broke the camel's back in that day for you.
Yeah.
Right. So
I happen to be a lightning rod, so it is.
Sometimes, right? Especially you challenging people's worldview.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Most of us have the discipline most times to be like, but sometimes you just today's the day.
But I do need a list, man, because if the lefties want to come at us, I need a list.
Look, it's bad. Because I watched this. I knew this onslaught was coming when Foreign Man in a Foreign Land. That's the Swole Bahamian brother, and Nappy had a whole bunch made videos about the Black Manosphere with the Manosphere back to back. I think they dropped it even in the same week, and I was like, oh, okay, so that's the shot across the bow. And now that FD done did this, okay. I kind of see where AB is coming from a bit with the Democratic Party, or at least the left, is getting a little frightened, because I think their fear is like, we're going to be the ones to cause the disunity in the Black community, as if Black women weren't already on this shit from decades ago. That's how they talk it. They talking about it like if you notice what FD said his last time being in this space, and he essentially said, so the Black community is going to default to matriarchy because of white supremacy. I get what he's saying, right? I disagree, but I get what he's saying. What he's saying is like, white supremacy is never going to let you Black men be men. So the Black community is going to default to matriarchy, and that's just something y'all just going to have to accept. So I'd much rather y'all accept that shit instead of trying to run to white women or Latinas or Asian women, or instead of trying to continuously, quote unquote, aggravate white women. Yeah, just stay in your place. But there's a intellectual reason for that. That's his argument, right? It's not the Black community should be a matriarchy. It's that the Black community is a matriarchy because white supremacy won't let you Black men be men. So just eat it. So yeah, that part.
Yeah. So, but the thing is that since I got to fight anyway, so just shift over that energy to FD. So they want attention. Let's give them attention. So I'm in. Send me a list.
Tag, I'll send you a list. Because it's a lot of them. It's a nice chunk of them that, like I said, we're starting to make waves, right?
Yeah, give me your top 5, okay, and we'll start there.
Okay. Well, first we already know about Kim Foster, but if it comes to men, it's T1J, it's Foreign Man in a Foreign Land, it's FD Signifier, it's Conscious Lee, who else?
Yeah.
I'm missing one more person that's really the T1J, it's Foreign Man in a Foreign Land, FD Signifier, Conscious Lee. Who am I missing? This is one more person, a brother with dreads. Oh, what is his name? I gotta find out. I gotta remember his name. But yeah, there's a couple of them that they're men and Black men, and like I said, their issue is that they keep on thinking is that we're weirdo niggas from high school that never got no vagina, and that's our issue, right? We're reformed incels, barely reformed incels, right? So that's how they speak about us.
Oh, in other words, they're projecting because they're reformed incels.
Yeah. Well, many of them are the ones that got out, right?
Yeah.
Many of them are the ones that got lucky to meet a woman and be married to a woman that's worth a damn, and they count it more as skill than luck.
Yeah.
See, when you talk to Dr. Thunder, he talks luck, right? When you talk to Black Ulu, he talks about luck. Yeah. These brothers are the ones that got lucky, and then they talk about skill.
Yeah.
right? And I just think what you do is that you end up minimizing the experiences, or you end up playing down the
Yeah.
experiences of black men and young black men, and then you say, like if he does, oh, the problem is they lack resilience.
Well, they think they're an aircraft carrier or an airplane. They're actually in a hot air balloon. Okay,
Yeah,
and all it takes is a few pins to start poking holes in
yeah.
there.
We don't even need a missile to take that down. True. I mean, like that's true. That's absolutely true. And for me, it's not even just about going at it. It's how dangerous it is
Yeah.
to tell men to be resilient in the face of women that are socialized to keep them alive.
He's not saying anything that the pro-blacks didn't say 5 years ago. He's saying the
Yeah.
same stuff. You know.
Well, and so that's another issue. So as these young men kind of give the middle finger to that space, for the
Yeah.
same reason,
Yeah.
you end up co-opting the part of the Hotep space that you, mind you, y'all mock Hoteps.
Yeah.
So y'all end up co-opting the part of Hotep that say kiss her ass though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Or
And
at least ignore or explain away her how she behaves, because it's understandable how she behaves. It's not understandable how you behave.
how you behave. In other words, yeah, she gets the pass and you don't.
Yeah.
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 So in other words, Jermaine needs to go back on his little cross and sing "You Can't Win" and take the barbs that we shoot at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once again, so yeah, young men ain't buying it. That's why I think he kind of tried to brag about, oh, look how large, my subscriber base is, and it's primarily black men and young black men at that. And I hear you. Here's the issue. It's the same thing Angry Man told Kevin, rest in peace, Kevin. Hey, let me see what that looked like in 10, 15 years after they've been ripped out the frame.
Yeah.
And you told him to be resilient.
Yeah. Oh, basically, I'm more brutal than that. Basically, all you are is a Derek Jackson with dreads.
Yeah. Well, Derek Jackson didn't have the talent to intellectualize his BS the way FD does.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the difference. So FD hides it behind,
And FD's not 6'6" with muscles either. So.
Yeah. So they balance each other out in that way. They balance each other out in that way. The less attractive one is the more intellectual one, right?
He has to, because he has to be.
Yeah. He has to make up for it.
Go ahead, Art.
The FD dude, like I said, I think he would be the quintessential play brother.
Yeah, he would.
Oh yeah. Well, he doesn't. I don't think he appreciates the lane that he's in right now. I don't think he's. Let me be very clear. This is an intelligent brother. He's not dumb by a long shot, but he got lucky in his situation, and he's counting that luck as skill. And I think that completely warps his worldview when it comes to black women in general, black women specifically. And it was proven to me not in our conversation about black women, but in our conversation about women in general, specifically Asian women. And I was like, oh, nigga, now that I see you ducking and dodging for what is that's why I use Asian women, white men relationships in my conversation. I don't give a fuck about them, but I use that as a juxtaposition to speak about how women have bought into white patriarchy and white capitalism. And when I watched him be like, ooh, I don't know what to do with this.
Yeah,
when I watched him do that, that let me know, okay, nigga, okay, you just here to cover.
Yeah.
You just hit a cover.
Yeah, I know that's what it is, because and Dr. Thunder said, there's a lot of guys out here just like him. He's not unusual.
That's that. Well, and what makes it worse with men like that is that they get to keep on smelling their own farts. So because they're university graduates, they have advanced degrees, and the women are with them because of that, because of the money and the status. But they think it's because of their skill, especially, I would argue, men, black men in particular, they have degrees in humanities, right? So they end up thinking, oh, of course I'm married. Of course, it's not because of my money and my status. It's because I took these classes and I have this worldview, and I don't see women as just needing to be barefoot and pregnant, right? It's because you have a toxic understanding of what a woman is, and I don't. That's why I'm married and I'm staying married. It has nothing to do with the economics of the situation or my status, or that I'm actually living the part of white patriarchy that I poo-poo.
Yeah.
That's absolutely insane.
Yeah, you're a socialist living the capitalist dream, huh?
Well, and I think he acknowledges that part. And he tells us it's because I don't view women and my wife the way y'all view women and your potential mates. That's why. It's like, no, stop it, nigga. Stop. Right? Like, stop. Especially for someone like me that's in a relationship, like, stop. Right? And what we're gonna see more and more, I think, is the marriage rate decreases, and it becomes more and more of a exercise in class elitism. You will see those men, like FD, find ways of telling working class, lower middle class, working poor men, not ain't about the money. Is that you don't have the gift of gab? Is that you didn't go to the gym? It's because you don't do this, you don't do that. And this is why you see more and more men gravitating to the right, because even though the right's answers are toxic as fuck and fake as hell,
Yeah.
they speak about manhood and not talk about it like it's the worst thing in the world. They actually
Right.
have. It's a bullshit answer, but it's an answer. The left don't have an answer for what good masculinity looks like. Even Richard Reeve said that.
They don't because their idea of masculinity is FD signifier. You know.
And yeah, so a kiss ass and a person that ends up
Yeah.
playing down or sidestepping. And notice what he kept on doing on my stream,
Yeah.
trying to reframe women's bad behavior,
Yeah.
and trying to find a way to excuse it, not find explanation, excuse it, right? So that's why when I brought up the Asian thing, he was like, oh, exactly. You're trying to find a way to reframe that shit.
Mhm.
And there is no reframe. That's why I use them. Asian men earn more than everybody else in this bitch. And Asian women said, yeah, that sounds nice, but I'm going to be with the white man for the white skin and the white status.
White status. Yeah. Yep.
And that's why nobody got an answer to that. I love doing that shit. I love doing that shit. I will tell people I'm going to do that shit, and they still don't got an answer because there is no answer. It's white peen for the white status. That's what it is. And the you know, and I'm okay with that. Just own the fact that as men of color, particularly black men, realize that we're living in more and more of an advanced society that's upwardly mobile, and the women are turning relationships into a conspicuous consumption type of deal.
Yeah, with neoliberal.
Neoliberal assessment of capital of men and masculinity, better yet, neoliberal assessment of men and masculinity. What ends up happening is they don't want to be with men that are stable. They want men with status and money and whatever. And who's on top of that pile?
It's transactional. And thing
exactly.
What happens when you turn the lower classes into a transactional event?
They don't get married and have kids. That's what ends up happening.
That's what happens.
And that's what you see what's happening. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he refuses to address. Everybody's going to refuse to address that. Even the right eventually is going to refuse to address that. But at least right now they got a bullshit ass answer. The left don't know what to do with this one.
Yeah, they do. Well, the thing is that at some point, the right says we got to swing this back in the other direction, and so I think the right, the middle, right, the so-called progressive left that's in the middle somewhere, and a progressive right are trying to in the middle and swing this back in the other direction.
Because it's not sustainable.
Yeah, because you're hearing people like say, I think her name is Imba. And
Christine Imba.
Yeah, who's a lefty, and somebody like Candace Owens who's a righty saying the same thing.
Yeah, well, because they understand that eventually you get South Korea.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Eventually you get South Korea, and it's not just we're not coupling up. It's the men saying, I will fucking burn this to the ground if you think you're gonna take my tax dollars to give it to this bitch who gave me the middle finger 30 years ago. Hell no.
Yep. And that's what's happening. That's why that's why I focused on the 4Bs, right? Okay. And when we have black women saying this is what you should do, I said, okay, is this the society that you want to have that's going to die?
Well, so it's funny. So when FD jumped on my stream, that's what I was covering. I was responding to you in the 4Bs.
Yeah.
Right. And then he jumped on that and did not address that. And that pissed.
Yeah.
Man, Trell Bentley got pissed. Trell's still in my comments like, Z, could you go back to responding to BGS? He even said that on my stream yesterday because he's like, you were doing such a good job, and like the clip that I played was of South Korea, like a South Korean news clip of women struggling to figure out what they're gonna do for retirement, and on the other side of 60 and 65 years old because they never got married, they never had children, so there's no children to live off of, and there's no man's retirement to live off of. So these women are really what Kevin said. They're really gonna, and they're cat ladies. So it's not buy a dog and die alone. It's buy a cat and die alone. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did Jules's stance change when she got pregnant and had a baby?
Ooh, you said it.
I'm asking because I don't follow
her. Julesy was always the one that was kind of a little bit more. Julesy is what you would call your true feminist, and she owns what's gonna come with that shit.
Okay.
So she's heterosexual, but I would argue Julesy is the one that has the most realistic view of all of this shit. So she's not married, but her and her man, I would argue from what I can see on the outside, they're in what you would call a partnership for real.
Okay.
Where she decided not to get married, but he's playing his role as a father. She's playing her role as a mother. She doesn't necessarily want to get married to play that role, but yeah, Julesy, yes. But
She
all
want,
the rest of them really don't appreciate what the fuck this is, including Kim Foster.
so she want to be a wifey / co-parent, huh?
Yes.
Okay. And so evidently the money must be okay because she wants him to be the all the support as far as being a father and basically being the co-parent, stuff like this. So basically they eliminated the money. So that's what it sounds like. That'd be an interesting thing to explore, because you're on some different stuff until you had a baby. Now all of a sudden your stance is starting to shift.
Well, I look at it like this. I look at lefties that have money, particularly black lefties that they're not white feminist lefties, where they push a certain worldview,
Yeah.
but they get to hide behind their money, their status, their wealth,
Yeah.
right? So they don't got to live with the consequences of pushing this worldview to working class people, particularly working class women, black women.
Yeah.
Right. So Kim Foster gets to push what she's pushing because she's with a dude. At least he got a couple of dollars, but I don't know if he earns as much as her. She
Yeah.
gets to push that bullshit, but then be in relationship with, whatever. I'm not even gonna make fun of that dude, but whoever that dude is, she gets to be in a relationship with him while she pushes this bullshit to working class black women.
Yeah.
MD Signifier gets to try to push his bullshit to working class black men while he's married with 2 kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
So all the experiment in the intellectualizing the misandry falls on the shoulders of working class black people, while these people wax poetic about what our relationship model should be.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck them.
So it's just their turn. I figured because we're making inroads into their arena because they used to ignore us.
I resent them for that shit. I resent them. I resent them 1,000,000% for doing this white feminist crap of pushing something that I don't even know which one of it works. If you don't know it, if you know it, ain't gonna work. Not for working class people. And what you're trying to get working class men to do is accept that they're not gonna get married and not gonna have children, but still do for women out of a sense of community anyway. Let me say what I said on my channel the other day. Sorry, if we ain't fucking them, you can let them die.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm dead ass. If and I don't mean individually, right? But if we're not having sex with them, if we're not having kids with them, I don't give a fuck. And most men, period, are like that. Not black men, most men. And so what the left is trying to do is find a way to get men to do for women without being in a relationship with them. Just because, get out of here, not happening.
Yeah. Because look at what's going on with the military, right? Under recruitment, right?
Yep.
They're not recruiting women. Okay.
Yeah.
But you want to be a man? You groomed to be a man? Sign up. It's like they do.
You want to know what indifference look like? I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. You don't get to raise a bunch of women, boomers, Xers, millennials, and now oldest of Gen Z, to stick their middle finger and be antagonistic to men, and then turn around and tell those men to pay for them. Get out of it. Not happening.
Not happening.
In a minute. They gonna say
Right.
it.
That's what Gen X found that out. Now millennials, old millennials, actually, were on that bullshit. Now they find out what they have to be on the other side of 40. Okay.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing: the Kim Fosters get to dip off. That's my issue. So what ends up happening is Kim Foster gets to be in this relationship. Maybe she marries a man eventually. Maybe she doesn't. Chrissy over here, white dick jumping. Eventually, she'll meet a white dude that's going to take her on. Maybe, possibly, but maybe not. And then let's say she go out and sell under the sunset. Paris Milan gets to talk all this shit about black men in general, but then marry her a Nigerian baller dude and then dip off, right? But meanwhile, then me and you and everyone, me and all the dudes my age are now stuck with all these bitter ass fucking black women that are our age that have been listening to these hoes for the past decade on the internet.
Yeah.
The reason why.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Art.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm over here teaching.
Okay.
So,
No, go ahead, man. Go ahead. Do your thing.
yeah, I could rant on forever about this shit because I really care about this shit, because when you're working class and you own that, or when you're working for, or when you're lower middle class and you own that,
Yeah.
the ideas that come from the ivory towers and these kind of weirdo ideas that sound good for those people because they get to live the life that they poo-poo while acting like they're not living it, right?
Yeah.
And then they push down these ideas to the rest of us. It really is the miseducation of a Negro. It literally is the miseducation of a Negro, like literally.
Yep.
Right?
Negro women, yeah.
Yeah, you learn this bullshit in the ivory towers, right? Then you come back to the hood after you've gone to Harvard or whatever, even Howard, oops, right?
Yeah.
You adopt all this bullshit ass ideas. You bring that back to the hood. It doesn't work, and then you tell us the reason why it doesn't work is because we implemented it the wrong way, not because the idea was bullshit from the beginning.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then even the victims of your shit, like, yeah, we always talk about the men and how they're on the wrong side of this bullshit, but the women that end up
Yeah.
having to deal with the fact that the men don't want to fuck with them because they think a certain way, because they listen to you, all you got for them is like, well, yeah, those men are sexist. No, we are the way we are because you fucked our moms
Yeah.
and our sisters and our daughters
Yeah. Yeah.
and our girlfriends and wives,
Yeah.
right? So you can tell them to eat cake. I'm sorry. That's all. That's all it is. That's all it is,
You
man.
want to be petite bourgeoisie? Go eat cake. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and end up exactly how Marie Antoinette actually ended up. By the way, that quote is bullshit. She didn't really say that apparently. But either way, her ending wasn't pleasant. Oops. Her ending was not pleasant. So that's all it is. And watching FD come into the space and kind of say what he say and then try to find ways to keep on reframing women's bad behavior, and much of their bad behavior is because they really think at the end of the rainbow is a Prince Charming that's going to eat all of that bullshit.
Yeah.
And like no one is telling them, bitch, no.
Yeah.
Kevin was the one person on the biggest enough screen that told them that. People like you, BGS too, but like they're not going to try to fucking have a conversation with you.
No.
So,
Oh no, they won't because Kevin was nice. I'm not. So.
Yeah.
See,
That's my fault.
they had to go to Art and they had to go to Kevin. I'm not nice about it.
They don't have no answer.
Are you in a machine shop? No, you on the street, huh? Sound like they do. They sound like they're working on the street where you are.
No, I'm at work right now, working, literally working and holding the phone in one hand while I'm talking.
What are you grinding something or what?
No, pressure cleaning.
Okay, pressure cleaning.
Cleaning and surface cleaning. Yeah. But yeah, so that's all. Exactly. So look, blue collar workers still earn. I'm in the top third of income earners, period, in America.
Yeah.
Not even just black men,
Yeah.
black people. Just and like me knowing what it's like, because I'm here dealing with people every day, working class people, and I resent the FDs and the Kim Fosters for talking the way they do, because I'm around the women and have a conversation with real fucking women in real life, not this internet shit, about what they like, what they want, what they aspire for, and then to see FD poo-poo and minimize what the fuck I'm saying, because he think he know better because Kim Foster told you different. If you don't get the entire fuck out of here, or because those black women in academia is bullshitting you about what they want, and then that's why I keep on bringing up, they turn out ending up marrying the ballerific white dude anyway, and then come up with bullshit ass reasons why that happened. No. Show me the black women that married bum ass white dudes and they're perfectly okay, because even them, they don't want to marry nobody that don't got shit. Yeah, that white skin means something, but they're not trying to marry no bum ass dude.
No, they're not.
Fuck them, maybe. maybe have sex with them, but not marry them. So I really resent this idea of just like passing down this egalitarian bullshit that in the long run don't actually work, because the women ain't trying to end up with no dude they earn more than they pay the bills for.
Yeah,
and FD used him and his wife as an example. I'm like, nigga, do you understand how rare that is? Them women don't want to do that shit.
It is rare, That is rare. And the thing is, he knows it's rare because he got it. If he's really into his class of women as he says he is, he has to hear this. Okay? They're not all married. Okay, they're single. Okay.
Yeah.
And they're
exactly
looking for husbands. They're looking for guys that are at or above his level.
And this is why I messed up, because I should have brought up the Bell Hooks and Gloria Steinem interview that Army Jose Frimpong, the funky academic, posted a few months ago. And Leon was in the comments trying to tell me to bring it up, and I read it, and I was going to bring it up, and the conversation just kept on moving, and I wasn't. But that interview with Gloria Steinem and Bell Hooks was the absolute perfect interview to prove the point, which is Gloria Steinem saying, the best love of her life was some working class white dude, and Bell Hooks saying, oh, that's cute, you can keep that. Right? So
that's why he'll be back. Once we start going in on him, he'll be back. Because in fact, I'm working on a response to him right now. I'm gonna put it up.
Please do it.
Oh yeah.
Because it to kind of really pin down the point. So in the opening, Bell Hooks says, and just as her kind of trying to whisper sweet nothings to white feminists, which is I was looking for love, but everywhere I went, I found patriarchy. Bullshit. So she says that in the beginning. I was looking for love, but everywhere I went, I found patriarchy. A few moments later, she finds Gloria Steinem's telling her, well, the best love of my life was a working class white man who, well, she didn't say white man, but working class man who, really didn't have much.
Mhm.
And Bell Hooks pretty much said, oh, that's cute, but you could keep him. And that's a proof that all that talk. So she enters saying she was looking for love, but patriarchy was everywhere. And then she ends up saying she didn't want what egalitarianism really looked like, which is you might earn more than your man.
Yeah.
You might be more famous than him. And that's exactly to me what black women in general sound like, where they do all this virtue signaling to other people about, I'm looking for love, but these men are so toxic and they want to, oppress me and they want to practice masculinity in a certain toxic way. And then when you listen to them talk long enough, what you realize is their real issue is that they want a baller ass nigga that's good with them dictating his money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah. They want the lifestyle. Okay.
They want to be Jada Smith.
Yeah.
That's the goal. The goal is to be Sierra or Jada Pinkett Smith.
Mm-hmm.
That's the goal. And
Yeah.
and that's why I bring up what is Dr. Richard Reeves when he says, when we took the brakes off of women, they surpassed men in so many different ways. And I'm like, yeah. And also when we took the brakes off of women, we told them they don't have to play a particular role in our society of mother and wife and whatnot. Okay, fine. And what ended up happening is that women got real ugly and nobody really know how to speak about the real ugly. You took the brakes off of them, not only academically and economically, you took the brakes off of them on how they're supposed to comport themselves in society. And they said, all right, bet, now I could be a complete and total asshole.
Yeah.
And not have to deal with the repercussions a man would have to in that space.
Yeah. They don't like being men. That's what they found out. Okay. Oh, you got to do all this?
Mhm.
And you didn't tell me
Buyer's
that.
remorse.
Wait, say that again, Art?
Saying it's buyer's remorse.
Right. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
really
yeah.
is. It's really what's happening right now.
Yep.
Like I said, then that's when they get off the bus. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly that. Anne-Marie Slaughter. I really need him to watch that interview, right? But Indigo Flow, who's often in my comments, says, congratulations, you're a provider now, boo. I think that's just hysterical.
Guess what you tell her what she's won.
Congratulations, you're a provider now, boo. The price is right for relationships. Oh, BJ, you gotta play that. You gotta play that shit in your video. You gotta play that shit in your video.
What's that?
The price is right. The price is right song. Oh man. But no, I'm gonna look forward to this response to FD because I think these brothers got it woefully backwards, and this is so. I think this is the thing that Kev C and a bunch of people appreciate about me is the deciphering what they say and what they actually mean, right?
Yeah.
So just because I have a younger sister and an older sister, girl cousin, and my first couple of years in college and university, I was doing my thing, but I was actually having conversations with women. I don't suggest that anybody do that, your mental health, but right. So when you have these conversations, and as you get older, I worked in law offices for a good while, from 2010 to the end of 2015. I worked in a white collar office environment, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't a junior paralegal, but somewhere around that. And when you have conversations with these women, you realize there's what they're saying, and then there's the literal words they're saying, and then there's the message behind the words that they're saying. And the message I'm telling FD is what I'm saying. He's so hyper focused on the words and what he thinks they're saying, what he feels they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, nigga, look at the marriage rate, look at the birth rate, and feel what they're saying. You got to actually tap into your feminine on this one. You got to feel what they're saying. And what they're saying is throwing a goddamn fit because y'all fucked the world for them. Nigga, you said your wife wanted to nestle into her maternity, right? She wanted to be a mother. Nigga, you said that.
Yeah.
You said that.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. You could try to intellectualize that all you want, but that means the second and I kept on throwing it in his face, and I'm always throwing it in his face. Nigga, the second you started earning some real money, you took your wife out of that damn work environment.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell me all you want. Oh, she used to earn more than me. Yeah, but the second you earned enough, you took her off her feet.
Yeah. He sat her down. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear shit else.
It's what the old women that I used to work with, man, used to tell me all the time. I just want my husband to sit me down.
That's man.
Mm-hmm.
You could say what you want to say. You could try to find all type of weird. Well, you gotta understand. No, I don't gotta understand shit, nigga. At the end of the day, you set her down when you got a chance to. You did, because we all know for the most part, unless your girlfriend or your wife is really that person that's like, no, I'm a shark, right? Like Ebony K. Williams. Ebony K. Williams was that person,
Yeah,
because the white dude was trying to sit her down, and she was like, no, I got to do this, right?
yeah, he wasn't gonna marry her. That's the
He wasn't
problem.
going to marry her, but he was trying to, have her kept
Yeah,
a little bit.
yeah, it was
And
kept woman. She was a
yeah,
woman. She kept woman of leisure.
of leisure, right? And like, yeah, and she was like, no, she's a shark. There's women like that. There are women, but most women aren't that.
No, they're not.
Most women aren't that. If you could sit them down, just sit them down.
And
Right?
Ebony K. Williams doesn't like being a shark. She knows it.
Yeah.
But she's come to
Yeah.
grips
No,
with
it's
it.
too gone now. She's too gone now.
Yeah.
She's too gone now.
Yeah,
Ebony K. Williams too gone now. Yeah.
she regrets it now. I
Yeah.
was a shark, and this is where I end up. I have to
Yeah.
accept where I am.
And her bar is too high. See, that's the thing about women earning money and doing their own thing and becoming uber wealthy and rich and whatnot, is
Yeah.
that their bar just fucking shoots through the moon for the dude that they're interested in.
Yeah.
And that don't mean shit to us, but what it means for them is that they can't be satisfied. That's what Ebony was trying to tell Lauren on that Breakfast Club interview, that she can't be satisfied. She waited too long. She did too much for herself. She lived too much of a life with the ballerific white dude, and then her doing her own thing, having multiple shows, whatever. And what ended up happening is now her bar for what would satisfy her is so goddamn high that the most men can't meet that, period.
Yeah, she can't change her appetite.
Yeah, exactly. That is gone. It's gone.
Gone.
You've been eating filet mignon too long.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's like them chicks have been dating baller dudes, right? Okay.
Yep.
They got that appetite. Okay.
That got that appetite. It's same thing. I have a friend. Actually, I was talking to him a little bit earlier. His younger brother was out here at one point, right? His younger brother was, and I think he might still be, but whatever. His younger brother was out here, on when the scam thing was a thing, and so he has, a nice little cute hood sister. She a nice little bubble, everything, and he had her living nice at 22, 23 years old, 24 years old, and he served some time and he came back out. He still had her living nice, and now they done broke up. And now she got to pay some of these bills and stuff. Now and I was telling him, hey, bro, like your brother kind of fucked her up. Like I said, she's gonna continue to come out here trying to find another guy like your brother. Eventually, she's gonna realize that she can, and she's gonna be livid.
She gonna be Chrissy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, but she's way more attractive than what I think Chrissy is.
I dated a producer. That was a dope boy. Come on, baby.
Oh man. But that's what ends up happening. Some of these sisters are super cute. So a brother that's in the streets do stuff for them until they get caught up, So that means you live in the nice life for 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 years. He finally get caught. He served time, and depending on how much time he served, now you back out here trying to fish for the next lick. And if you don't get it, that means you went from essentially $250,000 a year life, $500,000 a year life with this dude, to now you got to come back out here and be a 9-to-5 worker. Oh,
for 30K a year, yeah.
Oh, the horror. That's the scariest thing in the world for women. And by the way, BGS, I have an aunt that had to do that.
Yeah.
She's in her goddamn late 50s. She's still mad.
She's gonna be mad, yeah, because
She been all through her 30. So after after Buddy Rowe, had to do what he did, I've watched her for damn near 20 years of my life try to get back up there.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
So and that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes.
Oh yeah, it's trying to find another provider.
Yeah, no.
That's why I tell dudes that this, man, you said don't get it twisted, man. You are disposable.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, man. Look, that's why the saddest thing in the world is the brothers that get caught up and then they find out, oh, she doing something with your partner, or she doing something with the opposition. I'm like, nigga, she was only with you because of the lifestyle. The second you get caught, of course she gonna try to jump on the next train. What you thought? You thought it was love? Oh,
hotel, motel, Holiday Inn.
Damn, man, you thought it was love. BGS, I was in my early 20s, late teens. I knew what it was. Oh, nobody had to tell me. Well, obviously, because I watched it unfold with my aunt, but nobody had to tell me. I know it, man.
Oh yeah. I dated some of them chicks after they had to have.
BJ said I caught him on the back end.
Oh yeah,
Literally.
oh yeah. Okay, you know what? I need this. I need that. Hey, that ain't me. Okay.
Hey, I ain't him.
Yeah, I know I'm not him exactly. I ain't him.
It's funny because it's true. No, but yeah, that's all it is. And once again, that appetite is insane. You imagine opening a drawer and it's nothing but bills in there,
Yeah.
and then you gotta go. Now you gotta, he got caught up. So now you gotta go and try to hurry up and do this nursing class, so that you can feed these kids
Yeah,
because he had you live in lush for a few years.
yeah. So instead of a
Mhm.
drawer full of jewelry, you got a drawer full of bills. Yeah,
Yeah, now you got to start, man. It was so sad. Now you got to start selling stuff. You
yeah.
you gotta put the house up eventually, right?
Hmm.
And I remember there was a time when it was just me and her. We were having a conversation, and she's like, "Z, I messed up." She admitted it, but it took her forever to admit that. It took her over a decade to admit that. But it was like, "Yo, I messed up." Essentially, she was saying, "All I need to do is get back up there just one more time for a little while, just one more time for a little while, right?" And she's like in her late 40s at this point, and I'm like, that ain't it. In my mind, I ain't saying it. I was a kid. Well, I wasn't a kid. I was in my late 20s at the time.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I'm like, that ain't never gonna happen. You ain't, because at that time I'm going to clubs, I'm going out, I'm going to bars, and I see what the new crop of cuties look like.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, no, you
That
trying to
ain't
get, yeah, no, you trying to get one of these old Haitian street dudes to wife you up, and
yeah.
then
No,
them niggas ain't doing it. One of them old Jamaican street dudes to wife
no,
you up now. No.
no,
Leftovers,
yeah.
huh?
Oh, has been. Let's put it that way.
Hmm. So that's all. And I look at the brothers like FD, and I'm like, bro, you don't get it. That's why women can go from, and I've watched it in my own life, right? That's why women can go from the aspiring football player to the aspiring basketball player to the, like you said with Chrissy, the producer, the aspiring rapper, the nurse, the doctor, the attorney. They can go because they're looking for the lifestyle.
Yeah.
It don't matter who provided. They're looking for the lifestyle.
Yeah. So I tell the dudes that brag on this stuff, man. I said, you're disposable. You know that, right?
Yeah, they really don't get it.
Man, I've seen it too many times because I grew up in that era, man. Basically, I was a adult in that era, man. I've seen too many dudes, man, go do that bid, come back. Okay, the girl done gone on with something else, man.
The horror.
And a couple times I was that guy. Okay,
Yeah, the horror, man.
the horror.
I've seen it. I've seen it. And it's sad.
Yeah.
Look, because my mom was the square sister, super square. My mom is like the squarest person in the world. I swear to God. Like since I was a kid, she always told me, "Nigga, if you ever go out on the streets, I will be the first one to call the cops on your ass." So like, I already knew it. Ain't no hiding dope at mom house. That's a no go. Right? She always told me that since I was a kid. You ever go out in them streets, I'm gonna be the first one to call the cops on you. So my mom was the square, but but of course she understood what was going on in the streets and whatnot.
Yeah.
So being from that space and watching street shit from afar while also watching square shit, it really puts in perspective how women move and believe. And this is the thing I think a lot of men in general get messed up is because they think they got them a good one. That's part of the square life. They don't really appreciate that bitch is one emergency away from throwing all of that goody two shoe shit out the window.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Right?
If she was that goody two shoes, she wouldn't be with you.
Maybe not. Yeah. Go ahead.
Correction. She's one girlfriend away. One girlfriend away from going left on you.
You know what normally happens is how I know whether I should date them or not. Chicks have been involved in that, right? Okay. How come you don't? How come you're not in that lifestyle anymore? You know what always come back to? Okay. They was rolling with him and they got they got pinned, right? They got by the cops or by the opposition, right? And had guns leveled on them, and they realized, okay, this is not as much fun.
It's not a game.
It's not a game. Yeah,
it's not a game.
Yeah.
Look, say what you said again, AB. Say what you said again. They're one girlfriend away. They're one girlfriend away.
That's true. They're not worried about that because they have multiple girlfriends. So you just either you move up a notch or down a notch. So that never was anything.
Mm-hmm.
So. As long as long as he can actually, long as the lifestyle is still provided, they'll put up with it.
But as far as
Mr. Don, I'm doing it the way I'm doing it for a reason. You're messing with my OCD right now.
Yeah, future,
Please
future
leave.
anybody,
Put those over there. I got it like this for a reason. Go ahead, yo.
future anybody.
oh well, as far as FD goes, I told him
My bad, you guys. No, my bad. I'm like my supervisor over here moving things around. I got it organized like that for a reason, and you know, they're just messing with my OCD. Goddamn. Go ahead, yo.
As far as FD goes, as I said yesterday, he was sent.
Okay, I just want to know about him.
Let me elaborate because I didn't elaborate yesterday. He was sent by the Democrat Party because they need our votes. That they need somebody to get us back in line.
Okay, with him.
I didn't say it had to make sense, BGS. But
okay, him.
I know.
Testing. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
We got you.
Oh, okay, good. I'm en route now. Gotta go to my second job.
Okay.
Go ahead.
But
I'm in the car right now.
That's just my opinion. I could be wrong.
Well, I don't know. We'll find out. But the thing is,
I do feel your sentiment though, BGS. Him, but
yeah, him. The thing is, I thought, basically, really, I want to be truthful with it. I thought he's just a joke. So I said, okay, he's just down here trolling. He's pretty much a joke. But if he's gonna be serious, okay, see what you got, player. You want to be on the court?
One of the reasons I say that is because the stream he came on, Mr. Z was not talking about black women. He's talking about Asian women.
Yeah, but he's down. He's down here for a reason. That's true. What's the reason? The thing is, okay, well, let's see what the player. He want to be on the court. Let's see what the player got. Okay, see if he got chops.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, once again, I'm with FD. I'm FD. AB on my bad. I'm with AB on this a little bit. So I'm not saying complete Democratic Party, operative.
Yeah, it could be somebody else on the left.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I am saying that I do think the black left is fighting that we, as much as they keep on saying we're ineffectual, I think we are effectual, and I think that's their way of trying to psych us out. But I think he's here to make forays into the black manosphere, and more importantly, to paint us out to be the crazy, misogynist, sexist uncles. That way, when you speak to your nephew, he would have already gotten to your nephew and told your nephew, oh, you mean BGS? Oh yeah, remember he's our crazy uncle. Don't listen to him. He ain't black women, right? Yeah. AB, don't listen to him, right? He ain't black women. Mr. Z, don't listen to him. He ain't black women. So I look at FD, I look at Foreign Man in the Foreign Land, T1J, the rest of them. I look at them as people who their express reason is because they think they're doing a solid for the black community and black women in specific by making sure that these sexist incels who are resentful at black women because of who they can't have sex with, and whoever ripped them out the frame, that they make sure that everybody knows that we are the sexist, colorist, hate black women, or black women hate us, or at least we feel like black women hate us. Their goal is to get to the young men before we do, right? Get to us before really us, but really Andrew Tate. Get to us before Andrew Tate does. Get to us before Jordan Peterson does.
Yeah.
Not get to us, but get to the young men before Andrew Tate, Jordan Peterson, Fresh and Fit, right? So FD is here for that. And I'll pause on there. Go ahead.
Yeah. How come it doesn't go over there with them? If that's the case, Fresh and Fit.
Because we're easier target.
Okay, all right.
According to him. Right? As much as he keeps Dr. T's name in his mouth, why does he go to Dr. T? Oops.
He doesn't want to legitimate Dr. T. I don't think it's only because he thinks that I don't think it's because he thinks that he would lose to Dr. T. I don't think it's only that. I hear people that saying that. I think he doesn't want to legitimate Dr. T. Because it would be super embarrassing to have a conversation with Dr. T, look like you don't know what you're talking about, or that you haven't factored in things, look like you don't actually care about black boys and black men as much as you say you do, and legitimate him at the same time. That's horrible. Because I'm telling you right now, FD has gone on other, I've watched him go on a couple of white dudes podcasts, and he ripped them He ripped them to shreds. I've watched him son a couple of white dudes, right? So if he gets outmaneuvered by Dr. T, it's just a really mess him up.
Plus, that whole Fresh and Fit thing, they're not reachable I mean, like us, he can jump on our panels and be noticed and stuff like that. But as far as fresh and fit, all they got to do is just dismiss him.
Mm.
You know, that's what it seemed like to me. But I don't watch these guys. I don't even watch the whole signifier dude. I don't. Can y'all
I
hear
think
me?
it's also because we're no, I can hear you, Art. I can hear you.
Oh,
But I think it's also because we're seen as a little bit more reasonable than
Yeah.
because I remember he did the whole political thing, which is like um Obsidian and them are too right leaning, but when he speaks to Bernard Riley or me or BGS, he's there seems to be less bombacity, if that's the word. We seem to be a little bit less bombastic. We seem to be a little bit less sexist and hate anti-black women or hate black women or anti-black women. So that's why he speaks to us because it doesn't look like we're here just to defecate on black women all day, right? So that's why I think he also comes in here. That's his rationale.
Mm-hmm. And accuse
yeah,
of
dude.
hating on black women anyway, but
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and charge this phone up while I'm on the road, and appreciate everybody coming through. Man, I got 39 already because I haven't fired this channel up in almost a year.
I shared it. I shared the link earlier. So
Oh,
yeah,
I appreciate
I made sure. Yeah. Before I got up, I made sure to share it. So yeah,
it. Yeah,
get
I
some
got to do
people
my
on
other
over here.
channels because they're closing. I think they're closing like accounts that are not being used, hasn't been used in a while.
Mm, okay.
okay.
So,
Okay. Well,
so
Art,
I'm gonna
thank
do
you
the
for having
dark.
me up. All right, AB,
Yeah,
I'll holler at you later. And yeah, it was a great
Thank you for coming
discussion.
through.
But yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right.
I'll be on Friday too, fam. So
Okay. I'm gonna
All
try to
right.
if
swing by Friday, but me and my lady gonna
if
try
you're
to
not
watch.
sleeping,
Well, I shouldn't. I took the day off. So, but we are gonna go see Godzilla. So let me see what it looked like after.
okay. I
Yep.
guess
Yep.
so. Who he has to defeat? Cynthia G.
Right.
No, I'm joking.
Oh, you imagine? You imagine the Bayings, but life size, like not even life size. A gargantuan Baying. Oh
It
God.
shoots hit the bang, shoots fire. It lifts up and then go back down after the
Go-
fire comes back.
Godzilla gotta defeat the Bayings in the heavy makeup.
It
God
has
damn.
an eye to come out of it. Oh man, I should be
It
back.
doesn't yell. It tells you to abort black male babies. That's what it does. That's its
Oh God,
its final move.
you gotta
To-
hide your baby from it.
right? Punch you in the stomach if you're pregnant with a black male baby. Jesus Christ.
Oh
Oh
God.
man, this is crazy. That's crazy. But thanks for having me up, Art. I'm out.
Well, thank you for coming through, fam.
Later.
So later. So my final, what do you call it, thing, whatever. I just wanted to, because I'm going to be opening up. God, man, if y'all drive in the hood, don't be in a hurry. Oh my God. Anyhow, I just wanted to go ahead and, you know, do some live streaming. I probably have to upload something in my panel or on these other channels too, just to keep them open. 'Cause I don't want, you never know what happens. So anyhow, I gotta go to my other gig. So I'm leaving the high school and I'm gonna be going to teach the college and stuff. I gotta get my final. That y'all heard me quiet. I was making sure my final was intact and everything. So anyhow, y'all be safe out there. Again, I'll be on Friday. You know what? Should I do like Wednesday shows on this channel? Like on the way to work Wednesdays? Because nobody else is not too many people do. I'll probably do it if BGS doesn't do it AMA or something. I don't like crossing people's time, stuff like that. I don't like doing it. But in the meantime, appreciate you guys. Hell, I got a little time, whatever. Yeah, and about last night. So once again, um, I don't want people to sit there and put the devil horns on BMT and all that kind of stuff. I just think something was going on at night and he got easily triggered. So I don't think he was there to cause a ruckus and oh man, somebody about to pick this whole hole up in the car. Ugh. Man, I don't have to watch the movies. I could just drive to work. It was horrible. Anyhow, yeah, I don't think he was there to mess things up or whatever. I think sometimes, certain topics and subjects, when things are not answered in a certain fashion, it's triggering to something. And I'm not making excuses, but those things happen. Um, you know, but for those people that heard the playback and stuff like that, that's not usually BMT on panels. That's maybe in the beef sector. I don't know if BMT went to the beef sector. I'm not sure. But yeah, beef sector, that's a whole different ball game. That's all they're there for. That's what and some people like what's his name? Beasley loves the beef sector. And he hold his own, man. Some of the footage I heard, I'm like, okay, man. Okay, Beasley. Do your thing, bro. Other than that, BMT is a good sometimes he goes off the handle and sometimes it sounds like Donnie. It is what it is. All right, y'all. So y'all be safe again. I'm about to go ahead and put this phone on charger and and listen to what other people are doing. Get some support if I can. All right, so I see you guys on Friday. And peace and mustache grease. See, y'all thought I was gonna say hair grease. I just did. And I'm gone.